Well, no, we're doing Matilda.
Oh.
Well, guys, it's good to see. Man, this is it's just a head-to-head tonight. It's just Greg versus Daniel. And man, I mean, it's, well, let's see where you guys are at here.
I wonder when the last time we had just a head-to-head competition.
It seems like it's been a long time. It started out, that was the way that it worked.
Would you say it's been?
It's been
a while.
There we go.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
Daniel, do you do that one on your singing shows?
I do. It's been a while. I don't do it's been 1 week because I would run out of breath. It's too quick for me.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Oh, is that the one that ends with or has the chicken, the
Chinese chicken? Yeah.
Have a drumstick and your brain start kicking?
Got kicked out of the
all
band.
about the flavor.
Got kicked out for doing the cocaine.
Man, he was partying his ass off.
That dude was
Maybe you have to be doing cocaine to do that song.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, it's good to see you, dudes.
Y'all too.
Fun. Daniel, thanks for staying up. Since we started the new system, you have actually only played 5 questions one time.
Yeah, I've been waiting for movies that I wanted to watch. Sometimes, since you made me watch Ant-Man several years ago, I decided I'm only doing this when it's a movie I like.
So
that's my thing.
So since we've done Ant-Man, we're on episode 275. I think Ant-Man was like 80.
Yeah, the last 175. Real.
That's how bad Ant-Man was. I was like, I'm not doing this for anything.
My God, son of a bitch. Man.
Was the last time you were with us for Green Street Hooligans?
Oh yeah, we did that.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think I've been on since then once, but I liked that movie.
That was a fucking great movie.
I like that one.
Yeah, I liked it too.
And with soccer season starting.
Well, let's have some fun, guys. This should be a good one. I'm glad you guys are here. Greg, thanks for you doing it in your car because for service reasons?
No, I'm doing it in my car because last time y'all thought I was in the bathroom. And I thought about doing it in the bathroom, but I thought, I'll change things up.
Next time, I need to see you on the pot.
Bathroom would have been good, sir. It would have been great.
I'll flush at the end.
It's a victory flush.
Hopefully.
All right, here we go.
And now, Jared Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jared Reddick.
My goodness, that was great. Welcome everybody to 5 questions. Man, what a wacky, if you've been listening to the show so far, you know this is a wacky night, so I won't repeat everything that's going on tonight or why everybody is where they are and what's happening in the world, because we will have already talked about that. However, for the first time, we can't actually remember the last time that we have had a head-to-head match of 5 questions here on Jared Goes to Movies. Tonight, we have that, guys. We've got a head-to-head. Daniel Cotton and Greg Stevens will be touching tips tonight. So, Greg, the Hammer Stevens is here, everybody, in his car.
Greg, has your Jarrett Goes to the Movies nickname moved out into real life for you? Are you insisting that people call you the Hammer in your day-to-day world?
I'm trying. My brother's supposed to be making me a shirt. He works for one of the wrestling companies and supposed to be making me a shirt saying it. So
I love it.
It's gonna have a Jared Goes to the Movies logo on it also.
I love this.
Nice.
This is gonna be great. Are you having drinks with us tonight, Greg? Or you having beers in your car?
I ain't got none in my car, but I've had a couple already. So
okay, well, good for you. You know what? That's smart. If the police pull up on you and the keys are within your reach and you have alcohol in there, they can get you.
I heard
exactly
one time that even if you have unopened beer,
yeah,
within your reach while you're driving. So every time I go to the liquor store, I still just pop the trunk and put it in the back of the car. I don't even know if it's true or not. I just don't want.
That's what I do.
How do you get to the one that you're drinking on the way home?
Well, that one's in a Gatorade bottle.
Also joining us is my very, very good friend. I can't wait to see you soon. Daniel Cotton is.
Hi, everyone.
Now, Daniel is one of our original supporters, been a producer, I think, since the very beginning of the show. They also support the show with a Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast. And he has been on 5 questions since we redid the system, which is some people have been on like 30 times. Daniel, this is the second time.
But when I get that participation trophy, it's going to fucking feel worth it, right?
Yeah, you're right. That's just it, too. Like
10 years in the making.
I think back in the day, a lot more people from the UK stayed up for this because we do the show late because the idea was to do it after bedtime originally. We could probably move it up a little bit if we needed to, but it just works out good this way, you know?
Perfect time for me. But Daniel, we have a secret for you. You're never getting a plaque. Nobody's getting a plaque.
That's not true. We've given plaques out.
Well, yeah, you have to come to this house to get it,
once
though.
you come
Yeah,
here, we hand them to you, you know?
Right.
But and he's been here. Boy, one time me and Daniel did a podcast and we were shit-faced in this room right here and then went out.
That doesn't sound like you guys.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, welcome you guys. We're obviously talking about the movie Matilda. I do not, as always, I have no questions prepared for you guys. I will think of these off the top of my head. Sean is not here tonight, so tonight you guys will be dealing with Amy's super hard question. And please remember that it is anybody's game until the very end. There will be no tiebreaker tonight, actually. There will be no tiebreaker. Well, actually, no, not true. If they go into the last question, we would normally have, and they were tied, we would have to flip a coin to get there. So we do need to go ahead and get your tiebreaker answers. Throwing over to Eric, just in case we need it, give us the tiebreaker thing.
All right. She likes Godsmack, but I like Agent Orange. How many streams does Agent Orange's most streamed song, Jared, do you know what that song would be?
I don't, man.
Bloodstains
Shit.
have on Spotify as of noon Central Daylight Time today.
I thought their biggest song was Shit Stains. I'm going to be honest. All right. How many, as of noon today, Bloodstains by Agent Orange. Everybody's going to take a guess, write down your answer, you two. And this, of course, means nothing unless there's a tie. If there is a tie to go into that final question, the winner of this will get the first stab at that. So what say you, Greg the Hammer Stevens? How many Spotify plays?
I said 1 million.
1 million. A nice round number. Daniel Cotton, what did you say?
I said 800,000.
800,000. Another round number. I actually think that these are both very good guesses.
They're not as bad as Tuesday night.
Yeah, Tuesday night was a fucking
4 million, 7 million. The correct answer is 348 million.
So
winds of change.
I swear to God, I just thought whoever went last was just gonna go 200
million.
Yeah, the biggest number I can fucking think of, you know, whatever. All right. We'll set that aside for now, guys. That your answers have been entered. Let us now time for question number 1, did you guys both watch the movie?
Yes.
Kind of.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Well, good luck. Here we go, guys.
I watched most of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I trust you. All right, guys. In the movie Matilda, what is the first name of the character who has to eat the chocolate cake? What is the first name of the character that has to eat the chocolate cake? They chant it, for Christ's sake. This is a fucking softball.
It is. It's only going to be downhill from here if you don't get this.
I'm not doing a bunch of numbers today. I did a lot of numbers last week. Surprisingly, they got them. They got a lot of them correct. All right, now, Greg, I'm going to go to you first. It looked like you did not know it off the top of your head. What are you thinking that name might be?
I remember the scene. I watched that one for sure.
Okay.
I said Hector. I don't think it's right though.
Okay, well, I don't either. Daniel Cotton, what did you say?
Bruce.
His name is Bruce. That's right.
Bruce.
They call him Bruce. That's right. All right, I'm going to throw you guys another softball here before they get too hard.
I'm going to the last question. That's my goal.
All right, here we go. Well, it's not a horrible strategy, to be honest. It's not horrible. It's not the best, but it's not horrible. All right, what's the principal's name? This isn't part of
Mrs.
it.
Trunchbull.
Mrs. Trunchbull. What is Mrs. Trunchbull's weapon of choice while chasing people from her home? What is Miss Trunchbull's weapon of choice when chasing people from her home? At least on this. Do you have to be specific as to what this is? And it is mentioned multiple times in the movie. Multiple times in the movie.
In the movie Matilda.
That's right. This was mentioned multiple times.
I mean, she was basically semi-pro.
All right, guys. Did you write your answers down? I'm going to go to Daniel Cotton first. Daniel, what you got?
I said shot put and chain.
All right. Greg, what did you say?
Said javelin.
All right. The answer is the hammer throw, which is a kind of a shot put and chain, but I'm sorry. I cannot give that to you. You can thank Rich for that. Close does not count in this game. I'm sorry. You both get that incorrect. Daniel with 1, Greg with 0, going into question number 3. All right, guys.
You can't see this paper when you hold it up, can you?
I can see it.
Okay.
What? Why don't you think I can see it?
Oh, I just where I was holding it, I couldn't. It looked like it was just white.
Okay, it's gonna be fine, dude. We've got this. We fucking got it. All right. Are you guys excited about question number 3? Because here it comes. Yeah. Question number 3. Here we go. In the movie Matilda, when the father, Danny DeVito, is teaching his kids how to rip somebody off with selling a piece of shit car, he rolls the speedometer back. He super glues the bumper. What does he do to alter the transmission? What does he do to alter the transmission, to make the transmission?
It'll hum.
It'll hum better
for a couple miles.
What does he do to the transmission? All right, guys.
What is a transmission in a car?
It is the thing that makes it go from gear to gear.
How does it work?
And it's expensive.
It's very fucking expensive. And for some reason, it's the only thing not covered by like an extended warranty, and it's the only thing that ever fucking breaks.
I work at Volkswagen. If you need something, hit me up.
All right, gotcha. All right, Greg.
I'm kidding.
Okay, what did you say?
Sawdust.
All right, and Daniel?
Sawdust in the engine.
That's right, guys. Sawdust. Put it in there. 2-1. Question number 4, guys. Here we go. In the movie Matilda, the mother thinks that the FBI agents are actually going door to door selling what?
They're police.
Specifically, she thinks they're going door to door selling what?
Well, some people like to go places.
I'll have that shit up early.
All right. Daniel Cotton, what'd you say?
Speedboats.
Greg?
Boats.
Can I give him boats?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm giving him boats.
Door-to-door boat sales.
All right. It was speedboats.
There's no lakes around here.
Yeah. 3-2, everybody. It is 3-2, and this is your final question from me. All right, guys. What is Matilda's brother? What is the derogatory name he likes to call her while throwing carrots or shooting marshmallows at her? What is the derogatory name that he likes to call her while throwing a carrot, throwing marshmallows at her, or even sometimes just asking her where she's going? He calls her this derogatory name each time those things happen. Greg, do you have any idea what this one is?
I'm going to say dork. I don't know. I don't remember.
Close. It starts with the same letter. Daniel, what did you say?
I said dip face.
Dip face. That is correct. Dip face. All right. So that's 4-2, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah, is that right? Daniel, have you gotten 4 correct? Yeah,
Yes.
he just missed the one. So it's 4-2. Still anybody's game. It is now time for Eric's Off on Attention Game.
When Matilda finally meets Miss Honey on her first day of school, what is the word of the day written on the classroom blackboard? There's also a picture that accompanies the word of the day. The question again, when Matilda finally meets Miss Honey on her first day of school, what is the word of the day written on the classroom blackboard?
Just to add to this, Miss Honey's kind of a honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like that teacher would be a problem for me. You know what I mean? Like at a certain
Sexually?
Yeah, at a certain point.
Just to make sure that we have that clear.
Sounds more like you'd be a problem for her.
Yeah. I only had like one hot teacher ever, and I could not focus. It just happened to be
How old were you?
7th grade. And it was that's like right in there, right? Like
I was a
Do
senior.
you have a binder?
Did I ever find her? I haven't ever actually found.
No.
Oh,
Did you have a binder to cover up your bony?
binder to cover up the boner.
Did you ever bind
That's
her?
right.
I used to have to use my trapper keeper. I tell you that much.
Hey,
Did it keep your trapper?
Keep. This is crazy. All right, let's go. All right, guys, you guys heard the question. Daniel, what was the word?
I have no idea. I've said cat.
All right, Greg, did you take a guess?
I didn't even take a guess. I couldn't think of anything.
Shaking his head, no. You both get that wrong. What was the word, Eric?
it was butterfly.
Butterfly.
Oh,
All right. Everything was up that day. Butterfly.
Okay.
Oh
Yep.
my goodness. Woo!
You went there. What
All
a
right.
Shock jock.
Okay, guys. This is where we're at. Daniel is leading by a bunch. Greg the Hammer, we will not need a tiebreaker, but let's go ahead and figure out who would have won the tiebreaker question had we needed that. So, what was the song? Skid Marks?
Bloodstains.
Bloodstains. What was the number of spins?
12,511,700.
Greg would have won that. Greg would have won that.
Can I
and
get
got-
half point? Half point?
Nope, you would have won that, and you would have gotten to answer this question. However, you're getting to answer this question anyway. All right, so it's okay. Here we go.
It's time for
Amy's
Sean's question. It's the 7th question, and sometimes it's hard.
okie dokie, Greg. We've got 3 categories. Go, Shawty. A book. What do you want a book for? Or wee.
Let's go book.
Book. All right. Matilda is based on a book written by British author Roald Dahl. Name 3 other major motion pictures based on his children's books. He's got 10.
Me.
Just
Shit. I will go with. I got nothing.
No,
That's not one of them.
yeah, that's definitely not right.
Well, I can throw one out, and if you say it's wrong, then I'll just say I'm done.
Okay.
The Imaginarium of Dr. Something. Shit.
Parnassus.
Yeah, that one.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well,
No. Then I'm
No.
No,
done.
but that was
I got nothing.
good try. Good try. Good effort.
try. What were the answers, Amy?
I tried. I mean,
Charlie and the
Eric,
Chocolate
do you want to
Factory.
give us? Uh-huh.
James of the Giant Peach.
Uh-huh.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yes,
Those are only 3 I knew.
Wow, all adapted into motion pictures as well.
that's
Well,
right.
I've
And,
watched all those. I didn't know that was the same person.
yep, and BFG.
Oh wow, that was a pretty good movie, actually.
Big
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
guy.
Big
Big
fucking,
fucking guy.
yeah.
Willy
Well-
Wonka, The Witches. That's what I have.
I am certainly sorry to tell you this, Greg. You did not win tonight. Our winner tonight, actually, and coming in hot, back from hiatus, Daniel Cotton. Congratulations, Daniel. You are now one
Good
win.
job, buddy.
This is
You have
the
one
first
win.
time I have ever won in any iteration of this Game show.
So that's one win out of 2.
Well, I'm glad I could help.
You're percentage-wise equally as close to a winning plaque as you are to a participation plaque.
Speech.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say, if we could do movies in future that are one of the 10 VHS tapes I owned as a kid, that would be great, because that's how we did it this time.
Okay, so name them.
They were all just episodes of the Rugrats, I'm pretty sure. So we'll just do those. Snow White, we'll just do that. Okay, next time is Snow White.
There we go.
Okay, all right.
Have you watched the reboot of Rugrats yet, or are you going to?
No, I don't have any desire to do that.
No, he's
Did you
30.
know that the girl that does the voice of Chucky is in the movie Valley Girl, and she shows her boobies?
I didn't know that. I thought the person who did the voice of Chucky was the person who did the voice of Bart Simpson.
No, I do not believe that is correct.
That sounds like it could be true, though.
It could be, but no,
I would get that wrong in trivia.
Maybe just the old Chucky.
Maybe. The voice of Chuck E. Cheese, though, is me.
Yes.
Hi!
There it is.
Right.
Well, guys, thank you both very, very much. You guys are awesome, as always, man. We couldn't do this without your help. Go drink a beer. And, well, not you, Daniel. You need to get to bed. You got work in the morning. Greg, go get yourself a beer. Watch us on the live stream. And we'll see y'all next time. Y'all be good. Give it up for Daniel and Greg and our winner, Daniel. See y'all later.
See you later.
Be good. All right, guys. Let's see. What time is it?
Way to go.
Well, we're 8 minutes early. Okay. Well, I'll put something on to tide everybody over. And we'll come back here at 8 o'clock. Casey should be here. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Let's do one that we haven't. We usually don't get.
You can see it in her eyes, the doubts we all go through. We'll see you through those unsure looks, just staring back at you.
When you're ready for contact lenses, trust the Pearl team of experts for the right lenses and a comfortable fit.
You'll see it in her eyes, that look you'll always prize. Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl.
There's a certain kind of person who's always working to do things better. At Bank One, we have 9,000 of them.
9,000 people who care how well we serve. We're a company, a winning team of 9,000 people who care. Bank One.
4 days only. Just 4 days for the Fredder Appliance in the store warehouse sale. 4 days this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Don't spend more than $163 for this 19-inch color portable TV or $237 for this Magnavox VHS video cassette recorder.
The Fredder Appliance 4-day in the store warehouse sale. 4 big days this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
4 days of low prices just for you.
To help them in the never-ending battle against the evil Decepticons, the Autobots create a new breed of robot, Dinobots.
More than meets the eye. Dinobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers. Robots in disguise. The Decepticons are attacking. Dinobots get them. Can't beat the Dinobots. Transformers
From Hasbro.
You can wish upon a star fairy.
Yes, it's time to come into Castle Wistar, our home in the clouds. Sparkle, I've been granting wishes all day. Now can we have a party? First, take a nap.
Star fairies sold separately.
Now? Yes, I'm taking a bath. Now we can dance. There's only one thing I love more than dancing. What? Making wishes come true.
New Castle Wish Star comes with bed, bath, throne, and maypole. Your parents put it together from Tonka.
We started from scratch. to create new Pillsbury's best cookies. Think we're bragging? Just put our cookie where your mouth is.
Poppin' fresh dough.
Now there are even more ways to care for your Cabbage Patch Kids. There are soft quilted travel beds for kids on the go.
Would you like her papers?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Cabbage Patch Kids collapsible playpens to keep your kids from wandering off.
Cute. He's gonna be a lifeguard too.
And even Cabbage Patch Kid carry packs to make transporting your kids easier.
They're one of a kind. They're Cabbage Patch Kids. You can give them all your love. My Little Pony Dream Castle.
I can play with my little ponies there.
My Little Pony Dream Castle.
A beautiful place to comb their pretty hair.
My Little Pony Dream Castle.
A lovely throne and Spike the Dragon too.
My Little Pony Dream Castle.
Little pony, it's all for you. I love you, my little pony.
My Little Pony Dream Castle comes with My Little Pony Majesty. Other ponies sold separately from Hasbro.
Six great issues plus 6 free strategy guides on a hot new game. That's twice the power for still $15. Wow, call now.
I would be honored if you and Sadie Ann visited my home.
Now there are special Cabbage Patch Kids called World Travelers, and they come dressed in the clothes of the country they like best.
Papers, please.
Here they are.
They all have official U.S. passports with their own numbers.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
And all World Travelers come with special clothes, tote bag, T-shirts, and travel information.
Looks like you.
Here's Ronald McDonald in Working Out.
It's a good time for getting in shape. Being the best that you can. Making muscles where there were none. That's all part of the plan. Ronald's lifting weights, gee, that's me. The hamburger's lifting and I'll be free.
McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Uh-oh. It's a good time.
Hamburger, you'll never shape up.
For the great taste of McDonald's. Sweet secret, sweet secret.
So you have a sweet secret too? It's beautiful jewelry to everyone else, but it turns into playthings when you're by yourself. A jewelry box for your sweet secret friends turns into a house where the fun never ends. So much inside, the perfect place for sweet secrets to hide.
Quick, someone's coming.
Sweet Secrets jewelry box comes with everything you see here from Galoob.
Here's what the fashion-minded Cabbage Patch Kid will be wearing this year.
Beautifully made. Oh, it's an original Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch Fun Furs for going out fancy.
Enjoy dinner. Love it. Bake me.
And for fun at bedtime, there are Cabbage Patch Kids costume sleepers.
Say goodnight, kids.
With a footprint so you know it's an original.
Good night, Teddy. Good night, Bunny.
Cabbage Patch Kids Fun Furs and Sleepers for every Cabbage Patch Kid.
Did you see the latest Nintendo newsletter?
Whoa, nice graphics. I'd like to get my hands on that game.
You mean you haven't played it yet? We can play it on my Nintendo Entertainment System. It's The Legend of Zelda, and it's really rad. Those creatures from Ganon are pretty bad. Octoroks, Tektites, Levers, too. But with your help, our hero pulls through. Yeah, go Link, yeah, get Zelda.
Awesome.
Intense.
The Nintendo Entertainment System. Your parents help you hook it up. The Legend of Zelda sold separately.
Come for the quick, Sideshow. Try and take it, Leader One.
You can win a GoBot in the Nestle Quick Challenge of the GoBots game. 1 in 32,000 will win the grand prize, every GoBot toy. There are 250,000 prizes in all.
Take the back road, Sideshow. Keep my... Poor little pound puppies. They had no one to love them.
Pound puppy, you were sad and lonely. Brought you home, now you're my one and only. Pound puppy, you're my one and only puppy love.
Pound puppies are so cuddly soft, they feel real. Each sold separately. You can name them.
Let's Coco.
And for a few dollars more, send for a name tag, stickers, and owner's certificate.
Pal Puppy, you're my one and only puppy love.
From Tonka.
All was quiet on Sleepy Street when up drove the cars with the earthquake beat. Smoking shakers, shaking up the town. Smoking shakers, smoking all around. Now these babies rattle and these babies smoke. Smoking shakers, shaking up a whole lot of folks. Whole Sleepy Street is now wide awake. Smoking shakers rattle and shake, 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 shake. Smoking shakers, shaking up the town. Smoking shakers,
Smokin' Shakers by Ertl. If you're still shopping Supermarket Weekly specials, hold on to your wallet, because for every price they drop, they raise others to pay for it. Lower one price, raise another. Down, up, save, lose. It's enough to throw even the smartest shopper for a loop. But there's one way to bring the cost of your food bill down without all the ups. No specials, just absolute minimum pricing on everything every day. Shop the new Giant Eagle. It sure beats getting taken for a ride.
Tempt your tummy? Hey, we like our cornflakes. Oh, but your tummy needs tempting with honey and nuts.
We're gonna tempt your tummy with a taste of nuts and honey. It's a honey envelope. It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
This is really good.
Crunchy, too. Honey Nut Bee.
You've got one honey envelope.
It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
GoBots! Leader one, beware. The monster GoBots are on the rampage, each zone separately. Scorn, with powerful claws and a deadly tail. Pincher, a fiendish creation of Psykill. And Vamp, so scary it even scares itself.
Monster robots, monster vehicles, GoBots!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
Great intro. What just an awesome intro. That was hello. What's happening? I think your computer needs to be muted. You got it? Welcome everybody to the show. What a wacky series of events that bring us here tonight.
Dearly beloved.
I mean, we're talking about the movie Matilda, but it was supposed to be such a completely different vibe in here.
It was going to be a party.
It was
end of COVID party.
It was going to be party like, you know. Yeah, it was going to be party like. Now, the first thing, by the way, guys, I'm Jarrett, and again, this is Jarrett Goes to the Movies, and with me in studio is Eric and Casey, and Amy is tapping in remotely. And
MTV Cribs where the magic happens.
Yeah. So we knew that Sean wasn't going to be here. Sean is with another band that he works with called Lions at the Gate, and they're making a rock and roll video.
Music videos. They're coming back.
A music video is what he's doing. And so we'll miss him tonight. Now, that's fine, because then it was supposed to be the four of us. And then we had guests coming. We had Bobby and Anna Donovan. Now, for those of you who don't know them, most of you probably don't. Bobby used to work for me. He was a tech for a very long time for me. Now he is the production manager at Gas Monkey, which is a live venue here. And then his wife is awesome, born in Russia. She just fucking is always in a hurry. She's Russian.
She's Russian.
She's Russian. Yep. But anyway, so they're supposed to be here. And then, so yesterday we find out that Amy, who is now a substitute teacher, and helping children learn to be grown-ass humans, helping kids to learn to do what people in their 30s know, which is how to take care of themselves.
Yeah, wipe.
That's a quote from this movie.
Front to back.
Yeah. That's a quote from this movie. I just see what I did. I worked it in.
I know. You must have watched this
2 hours.
That's what he usually does. He usually just works it in somehow.
Worked it in there as best I can.
Yeah, you didn't want me to. You said you had a.
So Amy, just in her second day of being a substitute teacher, is already exposed to COVID-19.
Well, the fun thing is, I don't remember if I told you guys this on the text thread or not, but I was actually exposed twice because another one of our staff members that comes into our classroom was also tested positive today.
Yeah, well, that's so you told us that today. We'd already decided you were going to come in remote. I mean, but here's the thing: where we live, Eric was saying that where Eller goes to school, you've gotten 3 out of the 5 days this week. You guys have gotten he didn't even start till Tuesday, right?
Yeah, Wednesday they started Tuesday.
Yep.
Eller didn't go. We're homeschooling him until whatever the hell happens.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, way to go.
Oh, wow. So not through the school because that's not offered, right?
Correct.
So you guys, but y'all are dialed into that because Kelsey is actually a homeschool teacher.
Yes. She's taught remotely for a virtual learning
Right.
school
For this,
for
right?
many years.
Yeah.
He's not taking that specific curriculum because that doesn't start till 3rd grade, I think, something like that.
Right.
So yeah, we purchased a curriculum. You know, she did all the research on that. But yes, we took Eller to his open house. We were still on the fence even as of last week, and just thought about it over the weekend and couldn't do it. So they started Tuesday, and then Wednesday I got an email, and then Thursday I got an email, and then on my way over here got an email. 2 cases each day.
I thought you were going to say from Victoria's Secret. I'm sorry. I had to unsubscribe
that.
Okay, I have a question though. Is your school district emailing you even for contact? So if a child in your class, because Prosper is not doing that.
We're not getting any alerts.
They're not doing even if they have it.
No.
They're not doing anything.
A teacher, mom at a baseball thing yesterday, she told me that they are not letting any of the parents know if there's any cases in the classrooms. We don't get any information, and that if it doesn't even matter if it's their sibling or whoever it is, that they will be in class unless they have symptoms. That's it.
Yeah.
So she said she has siblings in her class, and one of them's out with COVID, and one of them's still in the class. And that, so we're all. I mean, it's just
wow.
It's a complete mess. It's crazy right now.
So you're just getting a general email though, Eric, that someone tested positive in the school.
Correct.
In the school.
Oh, you're going to get so many emails.
Yeah,
we just
every day so far.
We started this conversation though earlier, and we didn't get to this point. I didn't realize that when you said they started on Tuesday, you got the email from Victoria's Secret on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday that at your school there was COVID. I didn't realize that Eller wasn't there.
Yeah, he's at home.
Yeah,
it takes him about 28 minutes to finish all of his assignments, and then it makes me wonder what the fuck were they doing for like 8 hours in school.
They're learning to socialize.
Yeah, well, Eller does need that.
It's like puppy school.
We'll learn that.
So y'all are doing remote still. We don't have that option.
No, babe, we just talked about that.
Yeah, I'm confused.
Not an option through the school. We're like legit homeschoolers teaching them that Jesus rode on dinosaurs. Yes, we have the full VeggieTales curriculum.
Yeah,
vegetables.
They're homeschooling, like actual homeschooling.
Got it.
Right. So,
luckily, the state of Texas is so bass-ackwards that really we just called the school and said he's not coming. We're homeschooling, and they said that's fine.
See you later.
Mm-hmm.
And she said,
they're like, phew.
They're like, how do we get him back in school if this shit like dies down and we feel comfortable? And they're like, just call us and bring him in. Okay.
They just drop him off.
They have K through 12 virtual schools that are not that are free, that are public. I mean, what is that?
There was some
deal?
sort of, like I said, she did all the research because I'm stupid and also lazy. And so she found one that I think aligned as closely as possible with the TEKS
Hey, man, don't be so hard on yourself. You're not lazy.
But even if I had tried it, even if I had the motivation to do it, I still wouldn't have been able to figure it out. So
yeah, he's right. Those can be
If you
super
had the
confusing.
motivation, you would have picked the wrong thing. Just you know what I mean? Like if he said, I sat down, I figured out what Everett's doing for school, and I set it up, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have to look over all 5 of those options.
Like if I
figure it
said,
out.
hey, babe, I took Eller school clothes shopping and I got all of his clothes for the year. One shirt would make it and the rest would be taken back.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is.
Wow. Well, that'll fucking teach you to be proactive in that kind of shit.
It's why I'm not.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, there's certain things that I would never complain that he doesn't do because I want to do them.
Amy is home though, coming in remote from the like I said, and probably the right move. You know, I mean, we don't want, but I don't know. I'd say that then we're for sure hanging out this weekend. So
absolutely, I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do brunch.
Yeah, at the end of this, when I'm drunk enough, I'm going to invite you all to brunch tomorrow, and then it won't happen.
Then she's definitely not going to text us tomorrow morning. That is for
Yeah.
sure. Now, so Sean's not here. Amy's not here, right? So about 4:30 this afternoon, get a call from Bobby, the Donovans, who are supposed to be here.
He's your former guitar tech.
That's right. Yeah, runs Gas Monkey. We talked about. How did you know that?
Remember?
Wait, hold on. You're homeschooling Eller? What's happening right now?
So you said Gas Monkey. You remember last week, my buddy Brandon, who was on the show for Big Daddy.
Yeah.
You guys remember Brandon?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yep.
He texted me and he was like, dude, is Bowling for Soup playing
Oh my
Gas Monkey
God.
on Saturday night? And I was like, man, that doesn't sound right.
This story fucking rules.
And it was the night of my birthday, and you guys were still planning on coming, and I was going, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, but I did remember that you were hosting a thing coming up with the Nixons
that's in
and
a
that
few
kind
weeks,
of thing.
yeah.
So I wasn't sure if that's what he was talking about. He's like, no, dude, huge show at the Gas Monkey. And he sends me a screenshot of a flyer from social media. And it's like Bowling for Soup, Lit, Blink 182, Green Day,
My Chemical Romance.
He's like, what a fucking lineup.
Gas Monkey.
And I went, yes. And he was like, do you think you could get me tickets to this show? And I was like, first of all, dude, no. If that's the show, there's no way.
Saturday?
And it's this Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm not even getting tickets to that show. Right. That's not happening. And then I look at the thing and I'm going, you need to reread this thing, you dope. And it's full on it's a handful of nuns appearing at Gas Monkey performing songs by Blink 182. And I sent that back to him, and he was just like, well, I am so stupid. And
It's genius, though.
I'm going to go die.
It is genius because all of
It
those
catches
logos,
your eye, at
they're
least.
so recognizable. You don't like you any of the pop punk kids out there recognize those logos, and that you stop and you look at it, you're like, oh shit, well, that sounds fun. And they've managed to really, really build it up. It's crazy. But for him to think that lineup was playing at fucking Gas Monkey,
I was like, they wouldn't. I mean, that would be a Texas Stadium, whatever they call it.
He should still go. It'd be really fun.
Honestly,
encourage him to go.
That fucking lineup would be like Texas Motor Speedway. Like
Yeah.
that shit would be fucking crazy.
It'd be fucking Warp Tour is what it'd be. I mean,
it'd be Download Festival. I mean, that's
yeah, but we don't have that.
My
here.
Chemical Romance and Green Day alone would that wouldn't fucking fit in a stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, My Chemical Romance did that reunion thing, and that was that first show. You couldn't get tickets in like 4 seconds.
Oh yeah, that was at the Palladium or whatever. Anyway, so he hits me up and he goes, "Hey man, so here's the deal." And this is the reason why I wanted to wait and talk about it on the show, because I'm curious to think what you guys think. And this is a parenting thing. And I realize that I have another show where we talk about that. It's called Rockstar Dad Show, by the way, guys.
There it is.
You can subscribe. This last week we had Nathan, who played Freddie on iCarly.
On the Disney Channel.
That is not right. It was Nickelodeon. And thank you, Sean. Anyway, so he calls and he goes, "Look, here's the deal, man. Damien got in trouble at school. 3rd time this week. First day, we took some toys away. Second day, gonna be honest, he got a spanking.
How old is Damien?
He is probably 7.
Okay.
6 or 7. Yeah.
I mean, he's young enough to spank. I don't think I'd like.
Like he's not 45. Or
so
like,
am I.
Yeah, you're right. I need to rethink the way I worded that. And you could tell he was like, I didn't really want to do that. It's just kind of, it's very frustrating. I can't get through this, kid. Well, they had said if you can't get your stuff together, you can't go to your grandma's this weekend.
And they go every Friday.
And so he goes, dude, here's the thing, man. Anna's like, I don't know, maybe we just talk to him and we go anyway. And he goes, nope, we said we were going to do this. And I'm like, it's one of those punishments.
The worst.
It's one of those things, right? Where you say it before, you're not going to be able to watch TV for a week. And then you say it, and then you're going, oh my God, please don't fuck this up, because I don't know if I can handle you not watching TV for a week.
When I have to follow through with this.
Exactly. It's going to be, now I'm fucking Julie from Love Boat. I'm a fucking travel guide, and keeping you happy.
I don't know. Remember, I took Everett's iPad away for I didn't even tell him how long he was grounded from it. I was thinking like 2 days. And I extended an extra day for good behavior. He was the best.
Yeah, it was good.
Off of that thing. Yeah. By day 3, the kids up there just building Legos. And
maybe TV wasn't the best example. I think I just said that because it's the easiest one. But regardless, we as parents do tend to punish ourselves. But I was curious, if you guys agreed with that like, man, you fucking said it. You got to follow through. The kid's having some issues. You got to figure this out.
Easier said than done, but yes, absolutely. If you follow, I respect it for sure to follow through and do it.
I do too. I think it's really hard, but I've learned how to be very careful and think about the punishment before I say it. Just expect it to happen. And I won't threaten birthday parties or, different things, and everybody's different, but I'm very selective with what we threaten. And I've realized that Derek and I will both do this. Like, oh, your behavior is terrible. You lost your iPad for the rest of the day. And then we have something planned for the afternoon. And we just leave the other one like, sorry, I took the iPad, but you're on your own. I'm out.
Yeah.
But I agree with him. I would have done the exact same thing. If I said I was going to do it, I'm going to do it, even if it sucks for myself.
Yeah. I've had to drag Everett out of the swimming pool at your house before. And I'm just like,
yep.
Fucker, like I plan to be here until 11 p.m. tonight.
Yep.
Fucking carting home at 4 p.m. because
we've both done it
one more time.
Absolutely.
And you're going home, and I'm like, fuck, and now I'm punishing myself, but I have to do it.
Yeah,
and that kid.
Oh, but I will lay the guilt on so thick. I'll tell them, now you made me miss out on my time with my friends, and they feel really bad about it.
I actually told him to do that. I go, you need to go. We were really looking forward to seeing Jarrett and Casey tonight and being a part of their show and watch this movie. And he goes, oh yeah, I laid it on really thick.
Good.
What do you think, Eric?
I agree with everything everyone said. But just like you said, it often feels like the punishment that you all of a sudden have to enforce is twice as bad for yourself than it is for them. Because I can take Eller's iPad away and he isn't happy about it, but like you said, Casey, an hour later he's solving physics problems up in his room and calculated the circumference of the earth by hand and just all kinds of weird stuff. We do notice a very big difference in his behavior when we take the YouTube Kids video app off.
Oh yeah, that went a long time ago.
We had to take Roblox away because that was just weird, and his behavior is just better when he's not watching videos. Even though we try to monitor what he can and can't watch, he's just calmer. And like you said, he's over there independently building Legos, and only comes over when he really can't find a piece or really has gotten himself stuck or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's
good
amazing.
on them for being consistent.
Yeah.
But it is tough.
I just need everybody to know that maybe I'm just getting really used to like internet communication and Zoom and telemed appointments, but I literally just looked over at that chair and was like, where the fuck did Amy go?
She disappeared.
I know. I feel so. I keep wanting to look to the left. Like I'm not even in the studio, but I keep looking for Jarrett that way.
To that.
Yeah.
In the fucking corner of the room.
Ended up, so I was gonna sit my normal spot, but I just came out here in the middle of the floor because it just seemed very, very weird for us to be
spread out.
Yeah, I know. I've been getting my own beers and shit. Like it's fucking crazy.
I can hand you
Now
beer.
Eric knows what I felt like last year.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we put Amy in that spot
All
during
this
COVID.
space.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I absolutely agree with it. Well, now, but here's the other thing. We actually do have an in-studio guest. So Sean wasn't able to be here. Amy's not here, but here, then our guests weren't here. But I do want to welcome our guest, this enormous goddamn pimple I have on my chin, because it is 100%. It feels like it's growing at an alarming fucking rate. I haven't touched.
Yes, you have.
I might
You're
have
lying.
touched
Look,
it.
I can tell.
Yeah.
You should have told me. Kelsey bought these little stickers that you're
Do they
supposed to-
work?
Well, I don't know. See, I've got like
I can get rid of that
horrible,
thing.
terrible skin as it is, but I very rarely get like actual pimples that like require spot treatment. It's just kind of like it's all bad. Not any one specific pimple is bad. So I haven't got to use them yet. So
I
I
need
don't
to know if
but
they work because I have a chin friend as well, Jarrett, because I am getting maskne again.
Right, because you're having to do the
That makes
thing.
sense.
Yeah.
It's bad because I'm double masking.
So the maskne thing, I got those ones that are like in the crease of the nose because I have
Okay,
huge
let's have a
nostrils.
facial day tomorrow, guys.
I have
I've got
huge
all
nostrils.
the
Yeah.
I have a chin friend right here.
Did you hear that, Jarrett?
Eric's like, I'll give you a facial.
No,
after the
I'm
show.
not
I'll
going
tell you
to.
that.
It's
Oh,
just-
I'm
it's
sorry.
good news for you.
I missed that.
I'm a
That's all.
licensed esthetician.
Yeah.
Eric told me it's good for my skin.
Yeah, he's not lying. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's
it's
great
good for your
Yeah,
hair,
it's
good for your
great.
skin,
Yeah,
good
so
for your tits.
It's great for digestion.
This is the reason I wear a beard, though, is because all the little pimples and stuff. Just
Yeah,
gets-
that little patch thing won't work for you, Jarrett. You've got a beard.
Well, he has
It
a
wouldn't-
beard too.
No,
Yeah.
but you can't put one of those little patches on there.
Oh, that's true. I'm going to the,
stop
I've
touching
had
it.
these before though, and
stop touching
one time it was ingrown hair, but and I'm embarrassed to say this, but fuck it, I'm an open book. One time I got one of these under my beard, and it was a fucking wart, and I like,
Really?
I had to go to the dermatologist, and I'm just like, hey, so I went there for I get these skin tags around my neckline because I'm fucking 49 and fat, And so I go to the dermatologist to do that. And then I go, also, what's this on my fucking face? And she just goes, oh, well, that's different. That is a wart. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Does this just happen? I thought that only happened to witches. Like,
or frog. Yeah, you're handling
I'm like,
frogs.
is that just something that happens to people? And she just goes, yeah.
Yeah, people who are dirty.
Well, maybe that's how you know you're a witch.
Yeah, did you have like the urge to like conjure and summon and
Yes, I did.
Conjure a fart.
Yeah.
God, that makes
I wish
sense.
I had which one, but I don't have that one anymore. Anyway, I'm still glad that we're making this work. I'm glad we got to watch this movie. How is everybody doing? I mean, so how was the week though, Eric? I mean, as we're finishing up the small talk portion of this here chat, we did an episode on Tuesday, it's the first day of school. That was you, obviously. Weren't we here Tuesday?
We were here Tuesday.
Yeah. And
what did we watch on Tuesday?
Your face, Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt. That's right. Man.
Yeah.
Seems like
we
just
were literally
yesterday.
just in here. Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, then we had Trivia Wednesday. You guys started out so in like a lion, out like a lamb.
Oh, brutal. Yeah, here's what happened. We were killing. And Casey, here's the thing too. You don't ever want to think people are cheating ever, and we don't, but when everybody gets something that you're so proud and you're like, there's no fucking way that everybody got that these are forms of quilting.
Yeah.
Like Diane Small wasn't there. And Casey had actually started quilting when we moved into our
And
apartment.
my grandma was
between
a
houses.
quilter. I used to have a lot of quilting books.
And then so she goes, wait a minute. These are all things. They're all things. And that got us to change a couple of our answers. And Bonnie, of course, is crafty and shit. So we're like, okay, so we're murdering. And then our strongest round, unless it's a music thing, is always the movie round. We always slay. And we only got fucking 5. Yeah. And fucking.
Yeah, that was the shittiest movie round we've ever done, I think.
It was horrible. When we don't know one movie, I'm pissed off. By like the third one that we didn't know, I was just like, I don't
Shut the laptop.
I don't even fucking understand what's happening, you know.
But those were 8 normal movies, and then
no, I mean, I couldn't believe I didn't know that fucking Christina Ricci movie. I was so obsessed with her during that time period.
Yeah, Buffalo 66.
What was it? Buffalo 66?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I blew it. You show singles, and I just go Reality Bites, and then I knew that was singles, and we've had singles before on another question where you talked about Eddie Vedder, or in his band Mother Love Bone or whatever was in this movie and blah blah blah. So anyway, but yeah, we got our asses
most of the ones that we got wrong, like I'd never even heard. Like I feel like we're all like, nope, nothing. Like never heard.
You've never seen or heard of 24-hour party people?
No.
Oh, man, even when I put that in there, I was like, Casey will get that.
Honestly, we thought that was our guess on that one was Yellow Brick Road. I was like, well, it's old. That sort of looks like the Barry Tobin character or whatever. Like maybe it's a bit of a stretch, but anyway. But yeah,
we did that Wednesday. Then
that was
night
hard.
I watched this. Then here we are today.
Well, we've been.
I do have a quick thing just administratively.
Okay.
I just got a notification from my computer that it's going to have to shut down and restart in about 45 minutes.
Do we have the same charger?
We'll just have to. No, it's an update that I put off.
Why don't you just tell it not to do it?
Because my IT department at work forces out updates.
Got it.
And
you were the IT department.
I delayed it so long. So anyway, at some point, we'll just have to take a small 5-minute break.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Or you'll just have to be audio.
Well, actually, only I will have to. You guys
No. We'll still hear you.
You just won't your audio.
We just won't see you.
Oh, okay. I just thought I had to be in here for you to hear me.
Not at all.
How does this all work?
It all goes through.
This is my first day.
Here's the thing. We do it all 220.
Hey, Eric, this just in. Jarrett's a witch, and he can make anything happen.
I can fucking
a little Ian Newt, a little saltpeter.
Right.
Exactly.
A little bit of Veronica in our life. Little bit of something in my wife. Amy, how is school going for your boys?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And we have I think we have the 2 best teachers that have probably ever walked on the face of the planet. And so I'm really, really, really hoping for their benefit that things don't shut down again.
Right.
But if it does happen, I'm not going to be surprised, because being in the school this past week, I have seen the insanity, and it's a little bit scary.
Yeah. I mean, Casey said this today. And I in no way am I trying to put the fear at everybody, but it's like, we're all exposed, I mean, like,
they're not reporting anymore, and everybody's getting
all
sick,
the children
so
out there.
Everyone's coming home, and
I can tell you from my experience, and this has nothing to do with the school, it's all my choice. But like you talked about earlier, I was exposed Monday and Tuesday. But they need people so badly in the schools for subbing and just anything. They're moving teachers to different classrooms to try to fill in gaps for when people need to be gone. And I chose to go in and double mask and just be as safe as possible, because the room that I'm in cannot function if there aren't 2 adults. Mm-hmm. There have to be, and they don't have anybody else.
Right.
I told that same mom, I was like, yeah, I have a friend who subbed, Monday and Tuesday, and it's already crazy, and was talking about, the situation with the Fisher's teacher, and they were already like, all the craziness. And she was like, oh my God, I bet they've already asked her for a full-time position. I was like, they did.
I've been offered at least 3 full-time positions. And then I get at least 2 teachers every day approach me in the lunchroom to ask if I can sub for them next week or the week after or whenever. And I can't, because I'm already taken. I'm already going full-time next week too.
Yeah.
Taken.
You're already doing your 3 positions in another relationship.
Exactly.
There's only 2 positions.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Man on top and man
When
on
the
top,
penis
but
enters
kind
the
of.
penis.
Is that your Native American name? Man on top.
Which penis opens up to
Accept.
accept the other penis? I'm just not sure how
It depends on the first letter of your last name.
Yeah, that could be.
Mine's D.
I'm surprised you guys didn't know that.
Well, welcome everybody to the Matilda episode.
Oh yeah.
And
more about
the thing is that it's just good that we're just that we all even made it in here. You know, we're here.
Some combination of the show
is happening,
and
that's all. We just keep going.
Sean's having fun doing lions in the zoo or whatever.
Episode 375.
No.
Sorry, 275. It is. This is episode 200. The reason I said 300 is because I was thinking
of the stupidest movie that ever existed.
We have 25 weeks to figure out what something really badass that we can do for our 300th.
300.
Oh.
Let's do something crazy. Like, hopefully this COVID stuff like peaks and we can all get together and like, let's just like, I don't know.
Let's go to a cabin in Broken Bow.
Yeah.
Set up all the equipment.
Play spin the bottle.
Record the podcast.
The podcast.
Also do a live stream like hanging out.
Yeah. Let's watch. You know what we should do?
Q&A sesh
for 300. And, you know, of course, everybody's significant other can come as well, but, or be there. Sorry. We
mine can't.
Well, probably has, but
wait, she told me
she just doesn't do that.
But yeah, no.
She said she just do that. But you know what? It's not just me. She says it's just never really been that like a thing that she could do. Anyway,
she has this real weird quirk where she has to brush her teeth in the bathroom for 45 minutes.
We should do one where we can all watch the movie together. Seriously, like we have like a movie night, not that kind, Amy. We have a movie night, and and
I'll bring the cheese balls.
A whole bucket.
We have a movie night, and then like we fucking do the episode right after we watch it.
Slumber party.
I think that's brilliant.
I think it would be a fucking blast. I really do.
I think so too.
You heard it here first, folks.
When are we doing this? Tomorrow? Let's go.
300.
Sean's gonna be like, no, I don't really think that.
Brunch at my house tomorrow. It's on.
Not really good. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm cooped up. I'm coming to brunch whether you're awake or not, or whatever your plans are, Amy. I'm just gonna be at your house brunching.
She doesn't like.
I can't.
Amanda doesn't like to watch movies with other people.
Not even me.
Not even me. We watch in separate rooms.
Sean is so talkative tonight.
We just
because he just makes her watch mob movies, and she wants to watch Joe Dirt.
It sounds like too much fun. I don't like fun.
It's mob movies, or it's some obscure
something that has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes that nobody's heard of.
Yeah, I think
in Estonia,
his fucking
where the brightness looks like the last episode of fucking Game of Thrones.
His tastes are somewhat suspect sometimes. Like sometimes when he says it was all right, I'm like, you're fucking around. Like I know what. Here's the thing, like especially on comedies, like I hang out with that guy enough to know what he thinks is funny.
We do too now.
And then I'm like, how did you not think this was fucking funny? Like you weren't focused or something.
But he has to work while he watches them. He's trying
to
figure out
clips. I'm writing the entire goddamn episode.
Yeah, I guess it's just me that can enjoy it without any pressure.
No, that's not true. She just gets to watch it.
Yeah. Amy too.
Yeah.
That's not true. I played like 3 episodes of Family Feud or 3 games, and that was a lot of pressure. They have this new challenge right now, and it's high stakes.
Well, we're talking about the movie Matilda. This is a great movie. I don't really.
All right, credits.
Yeah,
let's go.
Fucking is.
I don't really. I think we watched this a couple of years ago with Everett, but I don't think. I think maybe it was one of those ones where he was watching and I was just sort of like in and out of the room because I remembered certain things about it, but I definitely did not remember the most. But it was great. It's cool to see Danny DeVito and his wife, interacting at all times. Like, and it's super funny too, to see her playing a character that's so opposite of her on Cheers.
Yeah.
Because that character was so strong and just like set and
uptight
and all of it.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, for those, I realize that Cheers is showing the age of some of the cast members of this show, but it is
It's on Netflix. Go watch it.
It's like one of the greatest comedy shows of all time. And
if you want
I've
to get
seen
away
Cheers
from
all the way through as many times as I've seen The Office all the way through.
Really?
What about Friends though?
Yeah, for sure.
Is it just a way to get away from all your troubles?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that sure would help a lot.
Actually, speaking of which, last night me and Gary went to our bar, and which is Chili's.
Wow.
And
got some fajitas. And
no,
top
had
shelf
some
margaritas.
And fan of the show, David Dooley, was there. We had a happy hour, and it's crazy walking into a place you haven't been to in a long time, like after COVID and shit. Because you go in and just it was where everybody knows my name, Jared. What's great? And people are coming up. We're do elbow bumping. Is that what you? What's not a fist bump, but you do it with your elbow?
Like when you're getting a tattoo or something?
No. Like when you touch elbows to shake hands.
Dabs. Giving them
Okay.
dabs?
We were dabbing.
No, that's not a dab.
Oh,
Dabbing.
okay. Yeah. That's
Okay.
That's not what it is.
Dap.
Anyway, it was good to
Definitely
see
weren't dapping them up either.
It was
That's
good
like
to
a-
see everybody. You guys know the drill.
That was almost Hitlery.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can't go too high. You got to go out, not up.
Don't go full Hitler. Now, here's the thing. You guys know the drill. We're driven by Patreon. We absolutely love our Patreon supporters. Our Patreon supporters are the reason this show exists. You listeners, you can also be the reason this show exists by just subscribing to the show, leaving us a great review. But, maybe take the time to become a Patreon subscriber. Patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. And for as little as $1 a month, you can be a part of the winning team. This is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production. All of our producers are at the $20 level and up, and they do include, and actually this is them, Ad Craner, Amy, Frosty Strongbottom Pitzinger, Andy Smith, Ange Wee.
Why are you frosted?
Angwee, sorry. Brian Mason. I don't know why she's Frosty Bottom. What is
Why
that?
am I frosty?
No idea.
That's Sean.
Is that like, am I cold?
I just read whatever's on the teleprompter.
I will read.
I'm going to read. I'm
And fuck you,
Amy
San Diego.
Frosty Strongbottom Pitzinger. And Angwee. Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning, Shell Ordway, Chris, the $12 million man, Cranfill, Chris Jacobs, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, who will be with us later on 5 questions, David Dooley, David Kendrick, David, the original Murray, Dennis Hop, Diddy Chambers, Diane Small, Dom Surfing Bird, Petretta, Ernie, Soulman McCracken, Gage Strickland, Gregory Cardone. Why haven't I given Gage Strickland a nickname yet? I need to do that. I'll do that next week when Sean's here so we can write it down.
All right.
Greg the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast. James Ridinger, Jared Spear, Dr. Jason Ellsworth, and his sidekick, Kidney Pete. Howdy ho! Jason Palladino, Jeff Millman, Jeff Yeager, fucking Joe Barlow, Rat Pack, Joey Bishop, John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Hanlon, Josh Millman, Kate Etro, Katie Gardner, Kim Murphy, Kirsty Fisher, Lily Holohan, Lindsay Sponsor, Lisa Winslow, Lucy Murray, Mandy Pretty, Michael McClary, Michael Price, Mike Breton, Mike Leblanovitz, Nick Brignoni, Rodon James, Ray Elliott, Rich Osborne, Robert, Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan Clydesdale, Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tom, franchisee, and Murray.
Nope.
Oh,
take it again.
Oh, sorry. I got it. Sorry, I was skimming. These are not my favorite glasses to do the show with, by the way. Tom, Frankincense, and Murray.
There you go.
Nice.
Trey Wren, Vinnie Cataldo. We missed you on 5 questions today, by the way. Oh, I'm sorry. We will miss you on 5 questions later on, Vinnie. Wendy Maddow, Woody Chambers, Svehurst, everybody. Don't forget, everybody at the $35 level and up can submit a movie review anytime they want, and we will play it on the show. We don't have any of those, but what we do have is some stats and some figures about this movie. Matilda, made in 1996. My wife was 6 years old. I was in my second year of college. No, I had been out of college for 2 years. Bowling for Soup already had 2 albums. It's a
we didn't meet until the next year.
It's a family comedy, an hour and 42 minutes, 6.9 on IMDb. And here's something that would make you normally think that that's going to be sort of like a 70s, 80s Rotten Tomatoes.
Don't tell me.
No, this is crazy. 90%.
Good.
90%.
Oh, wow.
90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
So this movie plus Joe Dirt equals 100. It's just awful.
Yeah, you're right. Budget on this movie, $36 million. Box office, $33 million. The movie was not a success. However, I feel like this is one of those movies that probably caught on, in the VHS and the
For sure.
yeah, and everybody renting it and it catching on sort of like a cult classic because just Casey talking about it, Bobby, when I talked to him today, like, oh man, we were so excited to talk about it. Ted and Sarah, who are, I think, watching from home, Ted from Don't Panic and his lovely fiance, Sarah.
Spoiler alert, Daniel Cotton, who knew everything
Daniel
there was
Cotton,
to know.
yeah, knows. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He may or may not do really, really well in 5 questions. But anyway, it seems like it's kind of one of those things where, it probably made its movie later. Plus, there's also overseas.
In 1996, I was a senior in high school. I don't remember this movie from that time period at all. I probably didn't watch this for the first time until Zoe was probably 3 or 4,
right,
which would have been 2011, 2012. So, and it instantly became one of my favorite like kids movies.
Sure. But
I went 20 years without knowing it existed.
It's interesting to classify this as a kids movie because it really is. It's pretty dark.
Yeah, but kids movies back then were like,
well, true. And there's always some sort of thing, right? It's like, and even today in Disney shows, Nickelodeon shows and movies or whatever, like there's always a dead parent, and or their brothers having to raise them because their parents died.
The fairly
at
dead
sea
parents.
Shit. Yeah, fairly dead parents. That's right. That's a great one. That is a great one. But yeah, this is one that it definitely, again, because it came out 90. I didn't see, and those of you who listen to the show, you pretty much know from about 94 to about 2010, I didn't see any movies.
Yeah, too busy rocking and rolling.
I was rocking out, is what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you know what? I wouldn't probably seen this anyway, because there was probably some kind of, movie with Elizabeth Hurley's boobies or something that I wanted to see.
Notting.
Oh, that's in the outtakes of this movie.
Did she show those things in Notting Hill?
Is she even in Notting Hill?
Oh,
No.
I don't know. No, but she was engaged to Hugh Grant.
That's where I put that connection together.
And
Were they really?
Went and got
he banged a transsexual named
A
Violet
hooker.
or some shit. Yeah.
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 Oh.
Yeah. People are into wacky shit.
You're
You
not
know?
one of those like prostitutes that says they're a woman but they're really a guy, are you?
Yeah, like-
it's like, yeah, I am.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, get in. All right. So, well, you know what? So you had obviously seen this,
Yes.
Eric. So let's just hear what this movie is actually about.
Over to Eric for his synopsis.
This film adaptation of a Roald Dahl work tells the story of Matilda Wormwood, a gifted girl forced to put up with the crude, distant father and mother.
Yeah, not too bad.
Before it's too late.
God damn it. You're right. Not too bad. I mean, because I think that it seems like it should have pointed out that like she's gifted, or
Well, it did. A gifted girl forced to put up with a crude,
I am
distant
so
father and
sorry.
mother, but
I totally missed that.
it should I think you could take out the Roald Dahl part because, I mean, we don't really care about that, but point out that it's a fairy tale, fantasy kind of thing. I think that would be the only thing I would change about it because no one really gives a shit that it was Roald Dahl.
Who is Roald Dahl?
Roald Dahl is the writer.
Roald
Dahl.
Roald?
He's also known as the British Dr. Seuss.
He's also incredibly racist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, big time.
Weren't all those old writers really super racist and shit? You know,
all of them?
I mean, yeah. Let's just say yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Probably.
Yep. I'm going to vote yes.
Most of the people that interpret the Bible are racist.
Roald Dahl is goddamn right.
That's true. That's it. That's what I was
Let's
getting
just end it there. With
By the way, here's the thing about me. I don't give two shits about anything. I really don't. I don't care if you talk politics and you do this thing or whatever. Like, I live your life, but I fucking forgot to put. I'm a little snobby when it comes to Ubers. Okay, I will pay an extra $20
for the XL.
Yeah, to ride in a nicer car with air conditioning, and then I know it's not going to smell like smoke, and it's that's what I do. That's the way I choose to spend my money. Okay,
Well, remind me not to let you ride in my car then.
Okay. So I ordered this car, but there's a thing where you can set your preferences. So I put, I want it cold as fuck in there. And I didn't put don't talk to me, if you can. And so I swear to God, I got into this Uber and I just go, all right, I'm going to Chili's. And he goes, oh, it says here in the notes, you're going to buy me dinner. And I go, yeah. Okay. So and we get to the stop sign and he just goes, well, I just been listening to our idiot president trying.
Oh, no.
And here's the thing. He doesn't know me. Like if I did, look, I lean a certain way politically, but I don't fucking, I care about people. I'm not going to I don't give a shit.
Well,
what
then
this
we already
guy
know
thinks.
which way you lean then.
Well, I don't give a shit what this guy thinks. And it doesn't.
You wouldn't give a shit to hear politics from anybody.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't fucking care. You could get on, I could get in and you could go, well, Biden's on a goddamn rant, fucking making a lot of sense. And I still wouldn't fucking care. Like, I just
trying to get my.
Don't talk to me about that kind of shit. But boy, did he go on and on and on. We got to talking about, he was telling me, he goes, I swear to God, this is like an old white dude talking about Prestonwood Baptist Church. And he goes.
And he was old and white?
Yeah. He made it, guys.
Like
he made it. He goes, I swear to God, this is a true story. He goes, I had texted him. I go, do you want me to wear a mask? Because it says on the thing you have to wear a mask. And I go, hey, do you want me to wear a mask? I will. I don't give a shit. I just know I don't have to wear one when I get to Chili's. But I go, I'm vaccinated. He just puts no mask and exclamation point. So I get in, and after he gets finished talking about the president of the United States for a little bit, he goes, yeah, well, now you do Uber Black a lot. And I go, yeah, I mean, it's just, it's, if it's reasonable, whatever, it's just fucking, I just know that it's not going to stink and it's going to be nice and cool in here. And I'm the bigger guy. It's nice to have a comfortable chair for a ride, whatever. And I'm not, you know what? I don't have to fucking keep explaining myself. I fucking get the nice car.
Yeah,
okay?
you're allowed to get whatever you want.
Whatever I want, right? So anyway, he goes, he goes, well, now, so other people make you wear a mask? And I go, no, pretty much. I've never had a driver like go, you need to make, but and he goes, well, yeah, well, I see these drivers now. Anybody who isn't like us, swear to God, swear to
oh my God.
God, he fucking said it.
You and me.
Yeah. He just fucking went out there and just goes, anybody that's not, that's not color of us, kind of thing. Well, and I heard they require masks, and I just am like, man, I am not your demographic, dude. Like,
what I would have done?
I'm not your target market. Jesus.
Do you remember in Crazy Stupid Love where she's just talking about her affair and he just opens the door and just kind of falls out?
I know.
I feel like that's what I would do in that situation. Just keep going, but I'm going to eject right here.
To be honest, if we would have still been on my street, I think I would have. But we were in no man's land there at Prosper in 380, where it's like I honestly wouldn't have had anywhere to go.
You could have walked.
Yeah, and that's a fucking long walk.
You could have hijacked a Caterpillar and then gotten to Chili's in about 7 hours.
To be fair, somebody would have recognized me and picked me up, and not because I'm famous. It's a small town, you know. Like somebody, British Paul would have been like, "Mate, what the fuck you doing?"
Hey, are you Everett's dad? I'll give you a ride.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I always say this. It's such a funny thing, especially just being from Texas. And Texas is the Texas that I know and love is not the one that is being represented right this last couple of years, in my opinion. It's just gotten weird. This is a weird world we're living in. But I say it all the time. I feel like people look at you're covered in tattoos, and me, and like we're kind of weird looking, but I feel like they either are like, okay, I can't tell if you're one of those like liberal artsy people or one of those like white trashy like fucking people. I feel like you can pass either way.
Sure.
We could go to either rally and nobody'd fucking look twice. Like, you know what I mean?
True. Yeah,
So
no.
That is a good place to be. I went out, you know what? I made it through a whole week of subbing with long sleeves. I did not show my tattoos because I don't know if there's a tattoo policy, but I've got forearm tattoos. And today was the first day that we went outside for recess.
Too hot for that.
Oh, and you wanted to roll your sleeves up so bad.
I had long sleeves and long pants, and I was getting some looks, but nobody knows still.
100 and something degrees out there.
It's clear that you're in high demand. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't think they fucking care. You could.
No, I think in a typical classroom, I'll probably roll up the sleeves.
No, I understand. I do understand.
Yeah, you could do whatever the fuck you want. Well, anyway, that
I really
was my
can.
with Uber. Here's the thing. I have to pee, and then we're going to start the show. We only got 12 people left.
Eric's computer is going to reboot in 20 minutes.
Yeah, how we doing on that? Like, when's
It
that?
doesn't really tell me.
It's just gonna go.
Well, we'll just lose
someday.
you lose you, but you'll still be able to hear, and we'll still be able to hear you.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
All right, guys, we will be right back. I swear, I just got to go pee, and then we will be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
When I come to Toronto, I come to play.
When I come to Toronto, I come to play. Screaming comedian Sam Kinison.
Monday at 5.
Live from Ohio's News Channel, this is TV5 Eyewitness News with Roger Morris, Michelle Holden, Tom Hasselmeyer, Mike Hostetler, and the Eyewitness News team.
Good evening, I'm Roger Morris. Tornado warnings have just been lifted for parts of the TV5 viewing area. There has been some damage around Ohio, either by tornadoes, which have not yet been confirmed, or by high winds. The damage is in the Marysville area. Barns destroyed, power lines still out, but no injuries. Now, just last night, meteorologist Tom Hasselmeyer was saying that tornadoes can happen any minute, anywhere in Ohio this time of year. You were right.
Last night we focused in on Texas. Tonight it's Ohio. It can be anywhere during the month of April. And we'll take a look at the map now and show you exactly where most of the activity occurred this evening. A town called Marysville, 30 miles northwest of Columbus. South central portions of the state really got pounded today as a couple of different air masses came together. Cool air filtering out of Canada. Going to be quite chilly around here tomorrow. Warm, moist air surging out of the Gulf coming together along a frontal system. But the thing that really mixed it up this evening and sparked the severe weather was an area of low pressure that we watched move out of northeastern portions of Arkansas right up along the Ohio River into the southwestern sections of the state. And as that low pressure area moved along the front and triggered with that mixing of air masses, some powerful thunderstorms developed right over the central part of the state. The storm will continue to move up to the northeast, and then by later in the evening, about the next hour or so, it'll be east of us, and conditions will be improving greatly. For the rest of the evening, Roger, we're just looking for thunderstorms to taper off and just some scattered showers. The upcoming week promises to return to winter time, so we'll forget about the thunderstorms for a while. In the next couple of hours, we'll update you that a little bit later.
Okay, we'll see you a little later on the newscast. Tom Hasselmeyer, thank you.
The DeLorean. Gull-wing doors rise effortlessly, beckoning you inside. The sleek, stainless steel DeLorean. specially crafted for long life. The DeLorean is one of the most awaited automobiles in automotive history. Drive the DeLorean.
Have it.
Trying to find the Nintendo games you want can be a lot like being in a Nintendo game.
Another dead end.
Come on. You can end up looking in all the wrong places.
Oh, no.
Stand back, son. Or you can go to Toys R Us. Toys R Us has the world's biggest selection of Nintendo games and accessories at everyday low prices.
Next time, let's just come to Toys R Us.
Yeah.
There's a certain kind of person who's always working to do things better. At Bank One, we have 9,000 of them.
9,000 people care how well we serve. We're a company, a winning team of 9,000 people who care.
Bank One. It's nice outside. Think I'll go on a ride.
Gonna hit the road with an important load.
My Power Wheels got a freewheeling feel. And its own power motor makes it go, go, go.
Power wheels, power wheels, power wheels, power makes it go.
It's a Power Wheel Zoomer, a vroom vroom vroomer.
Power wheels, power wheels, power wheels, power makes it go.
Power Wheels ride-ons run on rechargeable batteries. Minimal assembly required. Each sold separately.
Presenting the Flying McNugget. The McDonald's Chicken Mc...
Harry and Zinnia Wormwood lived in a very nice neighborhood, in a very nice house, but they were not really very nice people.
Get out of the street, you little dodos!
The Wormwoods were so wrapped up in their own silly lives that they barely noticed they had a daughter. Had they paid any attention to her at all, they'd have realized she was a rather extraordinary child.
Oh my gosh, Matilda, now look what you did.
They named her Matilda.
Peas.
At least they gave her a good name, you know?
You think
Or
Matilda's a
spinach.
good name?
I think Matilda is a really cute name.
I've had since we started this whole conversation about it, we used to sing Waltzing Matilda, you'll go a waltzing Matilda with me in school.
That's maybe the national song of Australia.
That sounds like you grew up on Little House on the Prairie.
I don't think that any of that is true.
I'm pretty sure Waltzing Matilda is the continental song of Australia. I'm going to prove it to you.
Did y'all lose all
Hey,
the
to all of our Australians in the chat room right
Did
now.
y'all lose all of the chat stuff when I went out, or y'all still all have it?
I haven't seen more.
I haven't seen anything new.
Stuff.
I think I fucked it up.
Oh, no.
Ruh-roh.
It says we're still live.
Okay. That was
No,
me.
that's you.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. God damn it.
Oh wait, no, they're here. We're good.
Okay,
We
they're
have
here.
yeses. They just don't want to
Yeah.
talk about anything right
I
now.
understand. No, that's fine. I just, while we were doing that, I forgot how to do the movie thing, and I actually left for a while.
Maybe they were taking shelter because of the false tornado warning that happened while you were peeing.
We had that
Did that really
from
happen?
from the 80s.
Oh,
Yeah. It was just some random tornado warning for Ohio.
They have this kid, and they're walking out of the hospital, and he just goes, "That was a waste of time." And she just goes, "And painful."
And pain.
They just throw the car seat in the back seat.
I'm
of
not
the
gonna
car.
pay it.
Yeah, it just, I don't know, man. I thought this was all really fucking dark, man. Just like it made me a little uncomfortable. It made me a little anxious.
Yeah, but I think it's good for like young children, like kids that were my age, to know your parents caring about you is optional.
That's
you know? And
Jesus Christ.
you know, you might get thrown the fuck out of a window. So listen up.
Right, by a teacher.
Yeah.
So don't fucking trust anybody ever.
He just sees her in the window and just ugh.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, it's, do y'all ever think about this? Like, like there have to be people out there in the world where they go, okay, this role calls for a very hideous looking person, that is severely that's overweight with shitty fucking teeth. And there's some things we can do about it, but you're going to need to come in with some of these qualifications, right?
I've thought of that, especially with kids.
Yeah.
Like we need an overweight kid who looks this way. Kids really get to me, like an overweight kid or an ugly kid or whatever they're looking for. Adult, I feel like the role that you're going to play. I feel like kids are a different story.
Kids sometimes, though, they just ugly them up by doing socially accepted and unaccepted things like give them glasses and dress them weird. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you get like the kid in iCarly, for example, the one that's supposed to be the chubby kid that lifts his shirt up and shakes his belly around.
Yeah.
Like, hey, chubby kid. Like
that grew up hot, right? Like he's a good looking dude.
No, you're thinking a Chunk from the Goonies.
That dude did actually. Yeah, he grew up. He's
or the Harry Potter
and the dude
kid.
from this movie.
Which Harry Potter kid?
Oh, Neville.
Neville.
Oh, the bad teeth. That's right. Yeah. He grew up and he's pretty good looking.
Yeah, if y'all haven't looked up the kid that plays Bruce in this one, like now it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The kid played the.
He's not like super hot, but he's just totally different.
The Mighty Ducks.
Yeah. The Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks. We already know
Mighty
that they were ducks, but they're mighty.
Okay. The Mighty Ducks.
So
Mighty
he, on the other hand,
in D3
did not turn out hot.
It's like the oh yeah, that guy's a fucking mess.
Oh, is he the dude that's all fucking methed out and shit?
I'm not trying to be a dick, but I thought he might have died.
Well, it's okay. It's not your fault.
Okay, it's happening.
What?
Oh,
okay, you're
bye.
fine.
It's okay. It's gonna be all right.
You're
Duck
still
and cover.
there. We still see you and everything.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys.
No, we still see you.
Okay, but it's going. It's
it's about
my
to
God,
happen.
it's all happening.
We're still gonna be able to hear you. You just won't have a
Just
computer.
breathe through it.
I'm sorry. No more Carmen Electra naked. You're just gonna have to pay attention to the
You're
sound
gonna
of
be
my
so
voice.
bored.
Eric, listen to the sound of my voice.
I'm
this is
listening
all
to
you
it.
have.
Happening.
pull up the
This
Twitch
is
feed on
all
your
you
phone so you
have
can
for
see
the
the
next
comments.
few minutes. I am so sorry this is happening to you.
And now every
Oh, he's gone.
window.
Oh, he gone. Yeah, you did.
It happens.
Let's have a moment of silence.
All right. Yeah. All right. So anyway, you want to get back to the show now?
No, I want to still talk about chubby kids that
Okay,
grew up.
go ahead.
The kid that plays the great Hambino in the Sandlot.
Oh, yes.
He looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's like they just
Okay.
took a little thing with like a picture on the end and just went whoop and just made him bigger and like a little older.
Thank goodness. I'd be really mad if that kid grew up hot, actually.
Yeah, that wasn't
I was a fat kid and I had a solid 20 years of being thin and like fucking awesome looking
Hot.
and shit. Yeah.
I know. I look
Solid
back at some of
20
your
years.
videos sometimes.
Yeah.
on
And now I'm
YouTube.
just
alone.
the fucking worst. Yeah.
when I'm like a video from 2007.
You're like,
I'm like, wait, that's kind of weird. Like, it's 15 years ago.
well, you said that you guys went to a restaurant and Eller saw 1985 and me and all the costumes and shit.
He lost his mind. Thought
Yeah.
it was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
I had to point it out. He heard the song and knew the song, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, right over there is the video, and they're
Yeah.
all dancing around and being.
I love it.
Oh, my
so
little
much.
sisters used to like go down Bowling for Soup rabbit holes when they were like really little, and they'd be like, "I saw your butt." Like you know.
Oh, yeah. 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 I got spanked by Tony Little.
Well, whatever he did worked.
Not Tony
'cause
Little.
I accidentally.
Tony Little is the guy that had that exercise
Did you just say
machine.
that? 'Cause
Yeah.
No. We just talked about that the other day. Amy, didn't your dad have that exercise machine?
The Health Rider.
The
No, but
Health
that wasn't
Rider.
Tony. Yeah,
Oh.
but that wasn't Tony Little. He did the stand-up one.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. That's right.
The elliptical type thing.
Elliptical. Yeah. That one.
What the fuck was that guy's name? The guy from Me, Myself, and Irene that was in my video.
Jim Carrey.
No.
Love that guy.
Tony Cox.
Tony Cox.
Cossacks.
No, I believe it is
Cox.
Fucking multiple cocks. Oh yeah,
a bunch
Tony.
of cocks slapped in my face.
Just
Are they just labeled?
I hate
cocks?
like all the people just getting picked off. Like I feel like my face just keeps getting bigger on the screen. It's just like
the other day me and
much
Ian
sense.
from Newfound Glory were on this game show on the internet.
And
Like,
now-
it was on Twitch or whatever. And when it came time for him to answer, they put him full screen or whatever, and he just goes, listen, whatever the fuck is happening right now, get me off of that,
Can't do
right?
that.
Like, don't fucking put me on that. And then mine came up, and I just go, I'm going to take the same stance as Ian. Fucking put me off of that as quick as you possibly can.
We're in solidarity here.
Right. Yeah.
Well, whatever you did for working out your butt work, because that one day that you were walking through the studio on a break and I made the mistake of giving him a little spank on that bottom.
Yeah.
Almost broke my fucking hand.
Me?
Yeah.
I have a solid butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
I
good,
would, it hurt for like a week after.
I wish that my wife had the same the experience.
Where are you going with this?
Okay.
That's a real shot out of nowhere.
He fucking hits me like hard all the time in the butt, like when I don't expect
Thank
it.
you for saying in the butt, so people don't think I'm just like wailing on your face on a regular basis.
Not on a regular
In
basis.
your butt.
Right, babe? Tell him, right?
No. Yes, that's right.
You're
She
gonna
does
fucking
not
tell
ever
him.
wail on me on a regular basis. No, but she will fucking spank me like walking by
Go
in
on.
the like in the kitchen or like in the bathroom or some shit. And it fucking scares the shit. At first, I'm a jumpy person. I'm very easily startled because I feel like I'm in focus all the I'm always focused on something.
Ah!
See, that
Way to-
actually
way to
fucking
brag
got me.
about it.
That
In
fucking
I
seconds.
have to enter the house and go like, I'm walking into the house. I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the living room. I'm walking in our bedroom. I'm entering the bed. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck, would you sneak up on me?
and,
I'm
you're-
like,
and she's like, I fucking tried my best.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
screaming since I got
the
in this
neighbors
house."
are calling the police. I've been screaming so loud
Yeah.
all the way through the house.
Mhm.
Well,
Up the elevator.
Yeah. Through the
Through
Across the first
vestibule.
moat,
the second rotunda into the
through the intercom.
greenhouse.
then the zip line.
Oh yeah, that's how you get into the third story
Yeah,
bedroom.
that's right. Now I did this line earlier, but I really liked that. I thought it said this, and of course, you guys, Danny DeVito is a hero to. I mean, he's just a goddamn staple. And when you think about, do you think of him as like a character actor? I mean, not really. I mean, he just is. He's just a scene stealer. I mean, like from way back in the day when I was a little kid, he was on the show called Taxi. And it just any fucking scene he was in, he stole it on, and now on Always Sunny, it's like anytime Frank is in the scene and you have the other four members of that cast are all fucking unbelievable. But if that motherfucker is in the scene, it's all your attention is on him.
Well, there's a whole generation of people that really only know him as Frank Reynolds.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
But we
Yeah.
all, people of our age know him from any number of things.
Well,
Before
the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, the Penguin from Batman. Yeah.
But I think of him like Steve Buscemi, just not leading man material. We have those guys that we all know of,
right?
But he's not a character actor. It's not like you're
No.
going to see DeVito playing Abraham Lincoln or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
He's like putting a fucking cartoon in the middle of the live
Yeah,
action
Well,
movie.
he's the Lorax. By the
Yeah.
way. Yeah, he's the fucking Lorax. And by the way,
He could be a live action Lorax.
that would be funny, actually. We
I
should
like that
make it.
movie.
Yeah, I love that movie so much.
Good one.
But yeah, Danny DeVito growing up was throw mama from the train and the twins and the other one with Arnold Schwarzenegger where Arnold Schwarzenegger got pregnant.
Double.
I think it was called Pregnant. I don't know. Terminator have baby.
13 and pregnant.
Terminator have baby.
Terminator have baby.
I can have.
I believe that's what it was called. But yeah, I love this line where he just goes, so he narrates this, he's the director and he stars as the dad. And so the narrator says, by the time she was 2, she learned what most people learn in their 30s, how to take care of themselves. and my thing is, I've always said this, I don't think, and with exception of my wife, because one time I said this in front of her and it didn't go over well, but I do mean it, except for her. You don't know shit until you're 26. Like you fucking honestly, I swear to God, like, and then it's like everything just starts to make sense and you're not as irrational about things. And then, but here's the thing, mentally you get there and then your metabolism goes fuck you. And then shit starts to hurt, and then it's just all downhill from there. So kids, enjoy your first 26 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like these two lines on a line graph that converge at 26 and then just start going opposite directions.
Yeah.
And so everything you're learning is on the upslope, and everything you have the energy for is on the downslope, and they meet right in the middle. There's this perfect part of your life where you know more, but you've still got all this energy.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like independent now. You're not so dependent on your parents.
There's these responsibilities,
shit.
Yeah.
And it's this magical 1 or 2 years before it's like, I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah.
And you know more, but the more you know, it kind of pisses you off.
You have to start paying your own insurance.
And and
know.
you're off your parents' cell phone plan, and all these things are happening.
Yeah.
While all of your give a shit just slowly seeps out of your body and just is no more. And I hate it.
So good.
That's really deep. What do we call that moment in your life? There's got to be a word for it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
The oh,
yeah,
fuck
shit.
year.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck year.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah. But
it's French. Actually, that's a thing. Oh, fuck year.
It can be your
oh fuck year.
But you don't know it's your oh, fuck year until
10 years later.
100%.
And you go,
totally agree.
You look back and go, oh,
yeah.
Right.
That was
if only I had
26 is sort of like that area. And again, I realize just throwing a number at it, everybody's different, but it's just sort of that time in your life where you just go, oh, okay, that thing. Oh, this and shit from your childhood and your young adulthood or whatever starts making sense. And things that people said to you and shit that you were like, I'm never going to say that. My fucking parents say that. I'm never going to say it. And you're just like, oh, wait, they fucking said that for a reason. I'm going to goddamn say that,
processing your traumas, realizing that
nobody needs to do that.
Well,
you do eventually.
And I'm not
push
saying
it
that
deep
Yeah,
down.
you should shove that shit down.
And drink on it.
I fucking compartmentalized all shit till my 40s.
Yeah, my therapist said,
speaking of which,
just every time you feel like you're going to explode, just keep pushing it down further and further. And the odds are you're never, ever going to explode in a fit of murderous rage. And so I thought that was really good advice.
Yeah, agreed. So, Lucy says, I hated 26, 30s are way better. And I agree. I think, and what's crazy is like 30s were fucking really, really hard because, failed marriage and kids and fucking, life. And then you get in your 40s or whatever. And plus, and trying to make it, like trying to be in a band. And yeah, it was fucking rough, but it's still, you look back on there and there's shiny times. But let's get back to the movie here. I love this stance that he takes about books. Nothing you can get from a book that you can't learn from a TV faster.
That's right.
And, it's like,
he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. No, he's not. I mean,
back then you couldn't just choose your content and be like, I want to learn about this.
That's
I'll
right.
turn on the TV.
Right.
And it's like, nope, it's just Ren and Stimpy and butts.
Here's the thing.
Beavis and Butthead. And
there was a lot of butts. You remember how like cow and chicken or any of that stuff, Amy? Like those Cartoon Network shows and everything always had like a big shiny butt on
Cat
it. Like,
dog or
I didn't have cable. It was all reading rainbows for me.
So I've never
take
been
a look.
a big reader. It's not something. I mean, I will read from time to time.
The back of a shampoo bottle, pooping, and your phone's in the other room.
Yeah. Have I told you guys this story that my grandmother, while I pooped back in the day, would read me the back of a bottle of Downy? And she actually kept a bottle of Downy in the bathroom at her house so that while I was pooping, she would come sit on the edge of the bathtub and read me the bottle of Downy.
And that is so.
So tell me the ingredients.
Well, the thing is that what I remember, this is the thing I think that drives parents so crazy about grandparents. I'd be like, I wonder why my mom doesn't do that. Like, I mean,
what a lazy bitch.
We don't use Downy, but we use Gain. She could fucking.
Yeah, we don't have to use.
yeah, you're like, I don't even know what's in that one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's actually. I think we used All Temperature. Remember Cheer?
Oh, Cheer, yes.
All Temperature. That's what that was the advertisement.
Oh, I thought you just had this weird
No, wait. You have to. We
Affectation.
separate the whites. You can't wash whites and darks together. Well, we have all temperature.
Well, I've been separating.
That's really old school thinking, Jarrett.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Lights and darks.
Before we were married, did your colors and whites get separated?
I did my own laundry.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I will tell you this. Kelsey
So it's
does
just
not
black
like
anyway.
Kelsey does not like the way I do laundry at the house because a load gets run for towels and socks and underwear and jeans in hot. Darks go together. Lights go together. Delicates go together. Sheets and pillowcases go together. And Kelsey's like, can you just please put all my shit in the washer, wash it on cold, and be done with this?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, I can't do that. No. I'm not washing underwear in cold ever.
Okay, let's just trade house. You do the laundry here. I'll go do the laundry at your house. It'll be great.
Okay, fair. I'll
Yeah.
bring my shit over here.
I won't tell you what I do so you don't get uncomfortable.
No, I'm going to bring my stuff over here because
No,
I
that
like the
defeats
way
the
I do.
purpose.
No, I like the way I do
I'm
my
saying I'm
laundry.
going to go and just shove all your stuff into the washing machine at one time, and you'll never even know.
And the kids, God bless them, they come over. I get all the clothes out and I set it on the kitchen table and I have a space on the counter where I can do all the folding. And I'm just trying to do the thing. And usually I'm watching soccer or some sports on TV. And then here comes one of the kids. Can I help?
No.
No.
Well, say yes. You can help by not fucking being here right
And
now.
I just
go
hand them
over
like
there.
a single wash rag. Like,
Yeah.
here, go fold that. Because you can't
For 9
fold the
hours.
rest of it. Like, this
Yeah.
needs to be done a specific way.
So in this new
And did
arrangement,
your mom not let you help with the laundry at your
No,
house?
helped.
I've been doing laundry for myself since I was 12.
I told you guys this. My fucking dad, I had it great. And then one day I just asked my mom, like, hey, can we start hanging my shirts? And he
But you
just
said we as in.
and he just no, I don't think so.
This boy wants to do laundry so bad. Let him do it.
He can do his own. He didn't have a Texas accent.
I was say he's from Pittsburgh.
He's
right?
from Pennsylvania. Yeah. He goes, if he wants to do it, then hey, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. It's the same thing that happened whenever I go, these mashed potatoes are great, but I really like the school mashed potatoes.
Oh.
You want everything from box from now on?
Hey,
you know what? That's fine. That's fine.
What's your mom's name?
Sherry.
Hey, Sherry, make a note next
Yeah.
time you go to the store.
He's still not Texan though.
It doesn't sound anything like your dad. It's so funny.
No, and and then she'll just go,
hey, it's Sherry.
hey, I get the box mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Get the boy he wants.
Get the boy the potatoes.
And then he'll wink at you, and you're like, you were probably hot when you were younger. Like one of those things.
Oh.
He's a flirty man.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, just I
Hey,
mean, it's
hey.
not flirty, it's gross.
Hey, gorgeous.
Jarrett, when he goes, he's like, we just have nothing in common. We're nothing alike. Like before I first met them, and we all went out to dinner, and I looked down at his dad, and his dad winked at me, and I looked over at Jarrett, and Jarrett winked at me, and I'm like, you motherfucker, you.
The wink doesn't get a lot of play anymore.
It was the same wink.
I'm 100% not gross flirty.
You are a
Fucking
winker, though.
Ever. Yes, but I wink at boys
I
and
know.
girls.
I wink at people and I don't realize it until after I've done it.
Yeah, I fucking wink.
Yeah.
Although I know that I've met your mom. I don't remember your dad.
I don't make my eyelashes
I don't
just get
think
real heavy
you've met my dad,
sometimes.
actually.
I don't know if I've met your dad. I don't know if I'm really part of the family
Even
yet.
if he would have been around, you may not have talked to him because he'll kind of like
he just keeps to himself.
find a chair and do some online slot machines or something.
That's my dad. Subtract the internet.
I honestly didn't even know your dad spoke until we fucking went to the food court or the food trucks. Like I literally he just walks. He walks into baseball games. He just sits down and does his shit. Like
Yeah,
and,
he
well,
prefers
he'll
just
go
not to
like,
talk.
"Where's Henry?" That's that's the.
I don't know. I feel like since I got to go to lunch with you and you did the whole like trick tooth thing to the kids, like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a whole size of like seeing him do grandpa instead
That's
of
right. You saw him in grandpa mode.
just your dad. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
Everett was just like,
What do you take his thumb off? And
no, he has like a
Actually,
like,
yes, he will do that shit. That is his.
But does he have a fake tooth? Is that the deal? And he can like pop it out?
He did, yeah, until he got an implant.
Yeah, and then Everett said something really weird in response to it, like something like, "Oh, you could do that because you're old," and he was just like, he just
Because
laughed.
you're old. That's
Yeah.
right. Because he would think that's freaking hilarious. But I
He
feel
was
like I
little.
really want to invite my dad over with everybody and just get him really drunk.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
want
God,
that too.
let's do that shit.
Come
Fucking
on.
A.
Because
Yeah. I also
I'm
want to
going
watch
to sabotage it. I'm going to
I wanna
sabotage
watch
it.
a
I'm
movie
going to
with
invite
Derek.
him over.
Yeah.
Oh,
Will you drunk with you?
Wrestler's Rhapsody with Derek's dad. That's the movie to watch.
I want to watch a movie with Derek's dad so bad because first of all, I love that guy.
He's the best.
But apparently he just giggles through movies. Like
He is, yeah. Derek got his giggliness, his laugh from his dad, and I think either that or Austin Powers, any of the Austin Power movies.
Yeah. Have we done Austin Powers? We've done the first one.
Let's have parents, but not tell the parents that we're doing it. Although you already know my parents, but I just think that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Just like every day we have a new parent, but we don't tell all the parents we're doing it.
I love it.
Now, here's the thing about hair, Casey. If you just put peroxide in your hair, it doesn't just automatically dye it blonde,
she
right?
mixed it.
Yeah, she put her mom's hair dye peroxide mixture in there.
It was just peroxide.
No, she put two different things in there. She put the activator in there. She put her mom's stuff in there, pretty much.
Activator.
Activator. Mount up. That's exactly what I was saying.
It was a clear blonde night.
That's great. Yeah, okay. So I didn't catch that. Well, mom goes to bingo all the time. The boy goes to school, and dad sells cars. You guys, now she has to stay home. What's the big reason she has to stay home? She has to sign for
the
packages. Right.
So when she likes being home.
When that first happened,
wants
I'm
to go to
just like,
school.
who the fuck is getting packages back then? Just dropped off at your door and shit, right? Like
People that are having stolen auto parts.
Well, again, there you go. That's why it's important that she's there, and I get it, fucking put these kids to work, right?
Because later she was at school or somewhere at the library, and all those packages stayed out there for everyone to see all day. And that's like another old parent thing to say.
Yeah.
This movie made me and my cousin at that age, about 6 years old, walk to our local library and get library cards, and we would just take all the books home. And it seemed cute at first, but then
that's adorable
until we stopped returning them.
Yeah, not good.
And it's not like they just had like all of our information down properly. So eventually, like they had to pull our parents aside and be like, at like a baseball game or somewhere, because it was such a small town. We're missing a lot of books.
Yeah, the trip to the library was always an interesting thing for me. Like I think we went 3 times. And the first time I was like, I'm going to be a magician. And so I just got 10 books on magic. Never fucking opened one.
Can you do any magic
I used
tricks?
to do that by like juggling once.
No.
My brother would be like, what's this, loser? Then all of a sudden he'd be like, oh. And then he could just walk off juggling. And I'd be like, how the fuck did he do that?
Yeah.
Read about it.
My brother was the same way.
Well, she was reading Moby Dick.
Moby what? Yeah. Oh my God.
So good.
Well, anyway, when a person is bad, they must be punished. And she just hears person, right?
Not kid.
Yeah, not kids.
Person.
So, and then she just becomes a prankster. But they don't really sell it like that. They're like, these adults are being punished.
Yeah, because she only like retaliates. She doesn't just do it to be like mischievous.
Now, this is the girl from the Christmas movie, right? So she used to have like a very she had a lisp, right?
Yeah,
a
little bit. And she was also in
Christmas.
Yeah,
Also,
let's talk about the other awesome movie that she's in.
Miss Doubtfire.
And Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
But isn't she on Miracle on 34th Street with
Yep.
Elizabeth? What's her face?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
The remake.
A little old
remake or
for her
whatever.
to have
Yeah,
been
it's a
in that.
great movie. Yeah.
Is it?
Oh,
It
it's
is.
great.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's,
good.
Is
It's
this the
fantastic.
Hallmark version? Like there's a newer version?
It's
of it?
fucking.
I mean, it's
great.
as old as this movie.
Okay.
But dude, it's older because obviously she's younger.
Yeah, but he's talking about like the original one from like
Yeah, that's
way
what I'm-
back in the day.
that was, I think, made in the 1800s. I believe it's like one of the
Yeah.
first movies.
It was the first talkie.
Sound right.
Yeah, it was the first movie that actually. That's the first movie
It was
that
found in hieroglyphic form.
the real Santa Claus actually appeared in that one.
Huh.
Yeah,
See,
it was
Nick,
not an actor.
actually credited.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was Danny DeVito was in there.
He
Uh,
looked
playing-
great for his age
playing
then,
Santa Claus
in
back
this
then.
film.
And somebody saw him. They were like, you know what? About 100 years, we want you to play the Penguin. And he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll try and keep my calendar open.
We don't even know what.
In
the
about 100 years, the average height is going to be much higher.
You seem like a normal person now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised he never played Napoleon. That's
I've said
Yeah.
this.
Ooh,
yeah.
I've said this
there's
before.
still time.
my mom used to get mad at me because every Halloween she'd be like, "What are you gonna be?" And I'd be like, "I don't know. I was thinking about either being like the Joker or the Blues Brothers, or I'm gonna like make it look like half my face is falling off my face." And she'd be like, "Can't you just be like a slutty butterfly like your friends? You're an embarrassment, right?" Like, you know?
Yeah, slutty nun, slutty nurse, slutty butterfly.
Yeah, but I was always like a dude or just a monster, like every single time.
Oh, you know she loved it because she got to borrow your cheerleading outfit.
Okay, that was weird. Yeah, my mom wore my middle school cheerleading outfit, which cheerleading was a punishment, by the way. Like when I was, I don't know, 19 years old, like put it on for Halloween.
And how old was she?
Too old to be wearing Huffines middle school. Like she was dressed like a middle schooler, not even like a high schooler.
Not according to Jarrett Reddick.
What?
She wasn't too old.
What does that mean?
So well, you like them.
Older chicks?
Yeah.
For sure, but she's my age.
Yeah, exactly.
Gross.
And your mother-in-law.
But
Yeah,
I got
and my mother. Well, and also, like, I don't like cheerleaders. Yeah,
Oh.
like, that's not a thing.
But I got invited to a DC
Especially
comic
really old
book-
ones.
DC comic book character lingerie party. Really a stretch on this birthday party theme.
It's a theme.
And I was in like the best shape of my life. And my mom's like, "Oh my God, you could be Poison Ivy. We could do all these things." And I went as the Penguin.
No. She went as a penguin.
Oh,
like an
just-
actual
No.
penguin.
I went as the Penguin. I went as like the lingerie version of the Penguin. She was like,
Oh, I was hoping you were going
is
to say that
wrong
your
with
pants were around your knees and you waddled in.
"Oh, that would have been good." No, it was awesome and just not flattering and funny and amazing.
The FBI is parked outside of the house, and it's
Not
it's so
very well hidden.
cool to see Paul Rubens in shit where he's not Pee-wee.
And in 96.
Yeah.
I mean, when did all that jerk off stuff
Later.
happen?
I mean, but
No, before this.
Are you sure?
Yes.
No
I bet
shit.
it was
Wait, how did it happen before?
I bet it was 92, 93.
You think it was that? Okay, maybe.
Him jerking off in a theater?
I thought that happened. Well, shit. You might be right. I mean, I just thought he disappeared off the face of the earth after that shit for a long time.
Well, no, because he came back on the movie awards, and that was his big triumphant.
1991.
Yeah,
Nailed
good
it.
job, buddy.
Thank you.
Good
I have
job.
to pee.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right.
Big
Well, take a quick break. I'm gonna.
You guys can just chit chat.
No, I actually can go too. It's fine.
I need to get some wine and pee.
All right, guys.
I'll just stay here.
We will be right back. Y'all stick around. We actually have some more stuff to talk about on this clip, and then I have less notes on the rest of the clip. So we're doing good on time. Y'all keep kicking it. Hey, y'all hang out.
I used to be frightened by all the wine coolers I saw. I was scared I wouldn't pick the right one. Luckily, I did. It was the most refreshing one of them all, Sun Country Wine Cooler. You see, Sun Country is a blend of premium white wine and real fruit juice. That's what gives it its great taste. Sun Country, say, give me the real juice cooler. If you don't say Sun Country, you'd better sleep with your lights on.
There's someone special I want to look good for. Me.
It's my turn to see what I can see. I hope you'll understand. This time's just for me.
Looking good makes me feel good, so I use Oil of Olay. It's so sheer and greaseless, it sinks right in for a softer, younger look.
Oil of Olay, beauty fluid or luxurious cream to help keep you looking younger too.
I love the rich, whole wheat goodness of Kellogg's Mini Wheats. But the delicious frosted side makes the rich kid in me open wide.
The nutritious shredded wheat helps keep me on my toes. But the little ballerina in me thinks the taste steals the show.
Kellogg's Mini Wheats, wholesome shredded wheat for the adult in you, great taste for the kid in you, so they're delicious and nutritious.
The whole grain wheat really packs a crunch, but the delicious taste gives it just the right punch.
Table for two, please.
Yes, you'd prefer something in our smoking area, Philippe.
Fine.
How'd you know she smoked? Teeth, Orlando. Tobacco stains give smokers away.
Not when you brush every day with Topol. Topol Smoker's Tooth Polish with fluoride safely removes newly deposited tobacco particles and helps clean away built-up stains.
Table for two, please. I have a charming table in our non-smoking area. No, we smoke. But your teeth, so clean. And he smokes.
Topol, the only toothpaste a smoker needs.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. This is MacDonald Carey, and these are the days of our lives.
With double-layer design for dependable protection. A comfortable plastic applicator. A deodorant for freshness.
With Playtex, you seem to do more.
A special plastic wrap so they won't open in your purse. Playtex tampons give you what you want and more.
You seem to do more with Playtex.
Now, another way to spell relief. Sodium-free Rolaids. Sodium-free Rolaids gives millions 100% relief for acid indigestion. Plus, it's rich in calcium. Sodium-free Rolaids for extra calcium and 100% relief.
If you're allergy sensitive, your world is ever threatening. For relief, discover Benadryl, the most prescribed allergy medication ever. Available without prescription. Benadryl and Benadryl decongestant.
Feel it in the air. Elation.
A brand new fragrance from Impulse.
Impulse, man. That was like Impulse was like the Axe body spray for chicks.
I'm actually from a not so nice neighborhood, and we call it Ask body spray.
Well, actually, then that's nice that you ask. You know, I mean,
It's a Zach Galifianakis joke.
Is
and it's
it?
so good?
Yeah, that's really.
Like I actually grew up in a pretty middle class home. We just called it Ask body spray.
You know what? I actually don't have more to talk about on that clip. We kind of already covered that. So let's go on to the next
clip. Sean, roll it.
Dinner time is family time. What is this trash you're reading?
It's not trash, Daddy. It's lovely. It's called Moby Dick by Herman Melville.
Moby what? This is filth. Trash. Here.
That's not mine. It's a library book.
Trash. I'm fed up with all this reading. You're a wormwood, you start acting like one. Sit up and look at the TV.
Are not liable for any skin irritation. May result from playing our game. Get real sticky and get cash for free. All right, that's enough. Let's get sticky.
Sticky with Mickey.
She did it.
There's a whole fucking show called Sticky with Mickey with the guy who could never tell the truth.
John Lovitz.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
No. That's a different character. Yeah, that's the ticket. Remember, he'd be like,
yeah.
20s reporter guy.
Oh, yeah, see? Okay, right?
Champ.
Yeah. That's right. Oh, you're going to come in here with a gun. I came in with a gun. He held the place up, and then everybody ran, see?
So my question about that, because it's obviously enough of a thing that people make fun of it. The radio station that we all listen to has 1920s reporter guy who, you know, champ. They say Notre Dame is the bee's knees, but you guys are the cat's meow. Do you think? But did people really talk like that? Like,
yeah,
in real life to make it to where movies people spoke that way?
So this actually came up recently, and I don't remember in what aspect of my life it was talked about. I feel like it was this show, but it might not be. Could have been a Bowling for Soup hangout. But we started talking about that dialect and
Mid-Atlantic English.
It's and it's Frasier. It's like what Frasier talks like.
Yeah, but that's different because it's kind of this very formal thing.
Right.
But
It's contemporary.
It doesn't have a place in any part of the world.
You're doing like that 1920s.
Yes,
deal.
and what I wonder is,
hey.
did people in the 1920s, could you walk into a diner and the guy,
hey,
taking your coffee,
I was going to get the Cuban, but now
hey,
I'm not.
what you going to get?
It was
champ?
definitely more of an entertainment industry voice.
Right. Okay.
Interesting.
According to what?
According to
your butthole.
Entertainment right now.
Got him. Good one.
Gotcha.
Man, I walked right into that one. I should have known.
But it's also like that, like when you hear the old reporter guy, right? And then the U.S. goes out of the thing. And the thing with
that's 20s reporter guy.
Yeah. Well, no, they're two different things to me. I mean, they're like, what isn't it? James Cagney that used to like, isn't he the actor? Like,
no, you're thinking of Lacey.
Right. You're right. Are you back on the Victoria's Secret shit? What's going on?
I'm talking about Cagney and Lacey, one of the best
Eric,
TV
what's
shows
going
ever.
on with you? What's happening with you?
Nothing,
Eric?
Mom. I'm just in here.
What's going on? Are you in there combing your hair again?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen my Victoria's Secret catalog?
No, Mom, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, you know, it's the one where your father got me the underwears.
My mother is not Ethel Merman or whatever you're doing right now.
Eric, did you grab Eric?
That is not what Ethel sounded like.
Did you grab the Victoria's Secret fucking catalog?
So my mom's Italian and from New York, even though she's white trash from Oklahoma. Okay, got it.
As much as his dad's from Texas.
Hey,
Sherry.
Hey, Sherry, baby. If he don't want mashed potatoes,
hold
I'm moving back to Pittsburgh.
Oh man, you know what? Hey, guess what? In Pittsburgh, we don't even have mashed potatoes.
We put them in pierogies.
Pierogies. They call them pierogies. It's
Yins.
such a weird. It was funny though because my dad, he honestly, I don't think that he had an accent because he, was pretty well traveled. He lived in Hawaii and Oklahoma.
He's seen it all.
And then Texas, but
yeah, wow, what a life.
It was one of those things where he would talk to some of his family from Pittsburgh, and then he would just automatically start talking like that again. So every sentence goes up. So he'd be like, "So you guys gonna go out today? Yeah, you guys gonna? Oh wait, what? You got a test to study for? Everything goes up like that. And that's
Which is kind of the way that questions go.
Yeah. Well, that didn't go down, sir. Oh no, it went up. You're right. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
What are you trying to?
Okay,
That's like how English people talk.
Yeah,
that's how English people talk.
No, they don't. Yeah, right.
It's like the question at the end.
Could we do the thought then? Yeah, everything's then.
Yeah, that's one of the funniest things ever. Is my friend Katie went on a Bowling for Soup tour and she was just like, I can't stop doing it because I was like, do you have a fucking fake British accent? Like on the way home.
Oh yeah.
And she just couldn't stop doing the upward thing, like the thing where it goes up at the end.
I feel like I would have a problem with that.
We did 3 weeks in Canada. I'm serious, and we all came back with Canadian accents
with some A's.
We not that, but like just inflection of our words and shit. We sounded Canadian.
And your shit?
Yep.
Did it smell like maple syrup?
It sounded like Timmy Hose.
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons, yeah.
Yeah, Timmy Hose, is that what they call it?
They call it Timmy Hose. I'm a fucking local because I was there 3 weeks. So.
Dude, I panic in other countries. I just go full fucking like the opposite direction. I'm just like, hey, y'all gonna go get some fish and chips now. I'm gonna fucking talk to y'all later. Bye. Like, I don't know why. I just feel self-conscious.
These aren't chips, these are French fries.
Because I know I sound fucking stupid. So then I just feel like I sound extra. I don't know.
In the UK, I just adopt the lingo in most short situations. So
I'll understand like the phrasing that I need to use, but I still sound like probably a moron.
But instead of saying, "Can I have one of those, please?" I'll go, "Please, can I have this?" Right? And when you say, "You're right," then you're right.
Well, yeah, when you've been there 900 times like you have, it's easy to just fall back
you just blend in. Honestly, when I text Daniel or Rodden or any of my English friends, I even change the way I put, and our merch guy and our agent over there, sentence structure is different. You know, but
It's the same thing. When I text all of my black friend.
Roadhouse. Your black friend. Yeah.
Yeah, I will literally just like walk through the streets or the Vinnie or whatever, and I'm from fucking Texas. You talk to strangers in the bathroom and you live your fucking life, and that's what I do. So I'm always like, "How you doing?" And people like clutch their fucking bags like they're about to beat them to death and rob them. I am an eye contact motherfucker.
That's funny though, because if you're a boy and you do that, they're like, "Fuck off," you know. Like,
I just always like, "Hi, how you doing? Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry, excuse me."
That's why I can't go on your tour with you.
Fuck off, Yank.
Yeah,
you know,
because I would just end up.
If I go over to the UK and I call,
they're like, "Fucking what?"
Amy, if you go over the UK and you what?
And you call people a wanker, that's really bad, right?
No, that's
like I get punched in the face.
No. That's basically like calling somebody a dumbass.
Yeah, you fucking dumbass.
No, but I will say this: I was and am. If you haven't listened to John Mayer's new album, Sob Rock, I highly recommend it. But back in the day, when John Mayer first came out, I was the biggest John Mayer fucking simp ever that could ever
I see
exist.
that for you through and through.
And so I was listening to this interview he was doing on British radio, and they were talking to him. He was about to play guitar, like live in the studio. Jerry, you know what that's like.
Yes, I do.
And he says, and the interviewer says something like, "Yeah, you got your background in the blues. You're a big Stevie Ray Vaughan fan." And John Mayer goes, "Yeah, well, I'm a total wanker compared to Stevie Ray Vaughan," which we all know in the United States. If you're a guitar player, like I just wank on the like I'm not very good at guitar. I'm just wanking around.
Yeah.
And they just shut the interview down, went to commercial break, and then come back and go, "We're very sorry to all of our listeners who have had the unfortunate circumstance to have heard that word over the air on Her Lady's Royal radio station."
But they would have done the same thing if you had said dumbass. Like, you know, like
but they made it seem like fucker. Like I'm just a guitar fucker.
I like America because like they'll be like, they'll be like, "Oh, that's going to cost you $150,000," and Mark Cuban's like, "Fuck yeah,
yeah,"
like, you know.
And I'll donate some more to charity.
Yeah.
While I'm at
and
it.
then Janet Jackson's like, "I'll show my other nipple for another 150."
Yeah.
I wish she would have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, talk to Justin.
Yeah. I can get you a ticket if you need to get close to him.
Yes, he can, and we got super close.
Stop offering those to other people.
We were supposed to go to the Ryan Cabrera show. We forgot all about.
We didn't
even
forget.
go.
We had a podcast that we couldn't cancel.
Oh, yeah.
that was last Friday. So, and it ended up getting canceled anyway because Casey was sick on her birthday.
Okay,
That was the best.
man, it all happened.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ryan, if you're listening, we meant to come out.
It was.
He is not listening.
Yeah, he's probably not.
Y'all are hair buddies.
We're friends, but I actually said
he does have good hair.
I've known him longer than you have.
I text Ryan. No. I've known that kid for 25 years.
When he was in Rubik's Groove.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We used to
so
do.
Did I.
We
played the same.
I used to watch that reality show where you dated Ashley Simpson.
Ashley Simpson. Yeah.
Yeah, he was kidding Rubik's Groove and fucking great hair already and talented fucker, man. That guy.
He did have pretty awesome hair.
He still does. His hair's
He
fucking
still does,
dope.
and now it's pink.
Yeah, you know how like whenever well, you may not know this, but whenever girls are like casually dating dudes, you don't really like name them to your friends. You just give them all nicknames, like the one that does this or the
chain wallet guy,
fucking whatever.
Dr. Huge Dick.
Yeah, I used to kiss a bartender on the mouth, and they just referred to him as Ryan Cabrera hair.
Oh,
that was it.
Oh,
because
it didn't work out.
All the directions. Yeah.
Well, they were talking about his pubes.
At least you settled.
Well, yeah, Eric, it wasn't One Direction. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you mean Harry Roadhouse
Potter
Styles?
He was a child. Okay, that would have been completely inappropriate.
All right. So principal buys a car from the dad.
She's terrifying. I would just say,
yeah,
she is such a great for a children's movie,
Mm-hmm.
like the right amount, because not like terrifyingly evil, but just terrifyingly in a position of power over children.
I agree.
Like,
I think
with parents that they won't believe you. That's the thing. Like
I think
that's the first thing to say.
she's also put in a bunch of situations as far as an actor is concerned where it would be very easy to get caught up in it and overdo it and or underdo it. And I'm serious about this. I'm so glad you said that because she fucking nails it.
She's consistent.
Like, that
she just makes you feel gross.
That goddamn scene later where she's in the classroom at towards the end or whatever. She is so perfect. She's so perfect in the but here when she's buying the car and she just goes, all children are mistakes. That's why I'm glad I never was one. And you're just like, God, this fucking girl is so. But you're right. I mean, that's where I was leading to earlier when I said it's so funny that like this role. It's not funny. It's interesting to me. This role comes across this lady's agent's desk, and he goes, "Hey, they're looking for a lady who's fat, calls herself fat,
and
hideous, terrifying. You've got to be super scary looking and be a total fucking asshole, or whatever." And they're
like exactly what I look like whenever I leave the gym.
There are people that are like, you know what? I think I fit that description.
Weight belts around.
Yeah, I just think that.
And you know what?
Go ahead.
Well, I'm pretty sure I read that she stayed away from all the children while they were on set. So when she was yes, she just completely stayed away. And so when she was in front of the children, she was terrifying to them.
Yeah.
That's good. And I think that they really just nail the like he says, it's a dark movie. I mean, the 90s were different than nowadays. Our kids are all a bunch of wimps and that's just what it is.
100%.
But they made her as evil as they possibly could for the age range that this movie was made. I think they actually could make her a little bit more evil than is comfortable for little kids. But the idea that she's a principal at a school and like, but they still get to go home to their families for a little bit. And like, they probably have summer vacations. Like she's not there. They don't live in a home with her, like this horrible, awful thing, but they got to make her that much more evil just because it was a school setting. I feel like instead of
it reminded
a
me
home
of
setting.
Watching Annie as a kid and Miss
Mhm.
and just yes, they're bad. They're obviously the antagonists for a reason, but it's not like they're murdering people and burying them in their yard, or they're not.
But she did some murdering though, I think, in this one.
Well, she murdered Magnus, but also she threw Julius out the fucking window.
And she broke Miss Honey's
two
arm when
M&Ms.
she was a little kid.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Well, and then she fucking hammer through the pigtail girl.
Yeah.
Which I fucking laughed out loud.
Yeah.
I thought that was hilarious. Every time she chunked a kid, hilarious.
And then just the landings are always so funny, and she just swoops up all the flowers.
Well, that was Matilda doing that, right?
No. The little girl.
No, not yet.
Because they're like, I don't think she's gonna clear the fence, and they show like the pointy fence. I think you were taking notes. I kept trying to like. I didn't know how to like.
Yeah. Well, I wrote that. I was like, I thought.
No, Matilda didn't do it. She just stuck the landing, so everybody was excited for her. But yeah, that scene when I was a little kid, just like, my mommy says they're sweet. Your mommy is a twit. Like, and I'm just like, oh, called her a twit.
Twit is an overused word in this movie. And I is that from twat, which is from twat, because that when you call in England, if you call somebody a twat, that's a fucking twat.
Well, yeah,
which is the same as cunt,
but it's not as bad.
You can say over there, you can say cunt. You can. I said it on a podcast the other day.
The Lounge Kittens told me that like twat is not as like that big of a deal over there.
No, twat isn't
like
a big.
You'd probably get in trouble if you said it at school, but like out in the world, nobody would like look twice.
Right. Yeah. Well, then we meet Miss Honey, and she is a honey.
She's not so thick.
What? Oh, okay.
She's not so thick.
I got it.
They talk about thighs like honey.
What?
Like rappers.
All of us have your butt, okay? And everyone just talks about our bodies like they're
just trying to integrate into society, Casey.
I get it. Now, so anyway, she has to fucking she goes to the principal, is like she's super bright, she should be in an older class. And then the principal's like, oh, you can't handle the little viper. Fucking, you just want to. So I'll just throw her in the chokey. So the chokey is not what you think it is.
Right. Because it sounds sexy when you
does.
First hear about it.
It sounds like,
it's like,
chokey is pre-pokey.
Yeah. Come on, daddy. Choke me.
No.
Wait, what?
No,
Chokey
this
the
is an
chicken.
elementary school.
Oh,
Chokey.
headmistress choked me. Now spit in my mouth.
It's funny
Okay, the
that
spitting in the mouth has to stop.
she has that whip.
We do have to
I
stop
refuse to accept the fact that like my son is going to grow up and
in a world where
in a world where people they're spitting in each other's mouth.
No, we have to grow up. No,
Ew.
no, it's the opposite. The
No,
sad part is that we have a whole generation of kids now because of COVID who are never going to know what it's like to get drunk, go home, and just dirty ass fucking spit in somebody's fucking
No,
mouth.
I just
while
hope
you-
it's all very sterile. I hope there's gloves and
You don't think
soap.
that's sad?
I honestly don't even know what we're talking about right now. I'm going to be honest.
No, that sounds awful.
That's like a thing now. Like these fucking teenagers that are doing it are all spitting in each other's mouths.
Like from
Why?
Because they have so much internet access that like you just have to think of like what's the next thing we could do to make this interesting. I
That's
guess.
not
Like,
why I ever did it.
Fucking gross.
Yeah.
Or ask for.
I
it
mean,
to
we
be
would
done.
we would do shit like that. Like you all spit in the cup and dare the
No,
person.
that's
to
not
drink
what
it or
I'm
whatever.
talking about.
I get it. I know. What you're
I'm talking about. I want you to slap me as hard as you can.
Okay, that's different.
Now,
Hell, you know what I did one night? You know what I
no
did?
spitting in
This
mouth.
is fucking stupid. This is a thing that I did.
Made somebody deaf?
No. I fucking told my wife one time I was super drunk and I was like, fucking punch me in the face. Fucking just punch me. She's like, I'm not going to fucking punch. Okay, well then punch me in the arm as hard as you can. And she's like, I really don't want to do this. Like it's she fucking punched me in the arm and like.
And you cried.
No, but I've been being punched by my brother my entire life. Well, not anymore because I beat the shit out of him now. But
I'm calling him. I'm getting him
yeah,
over
fucking
here.
call him. I'll beat the fuck out of that
Fuck you,
motherfucker.
Danny.
He knows it too. Anyway, fuck that. But anyway, I did have her slap me in the face really hard one night, and I didn't like that very much either. But it's a funny story to be able to tell.
Also, none of this was sexual. This was like in a room full of people, just so you
Oh
know.
yeah, no, that
This wasn't like one night I said, hey, punch me in the face as hard as you can. Like
You know
my
what?
dad was
I
there
can't
when I
even-
punched him in the
I
arm.
can't even fucking pretend to be cool anymore. My wife just calls me out on everything. You know?
Were you
Was that
pretending
cool?
earlier?
Yeah, I was being like,
Were
oh
you-
my god, we're so fucking rad.
She punched
We're
me,
so sexual.
Fucking
Yay.
slaps me and shit.
punches me in
know.
the arm.
We're
That's
into
what,
some
that's what
pretty,
you're
like,
into.
We're some wild shit.
My
you know?
third
I don't
arm.
know.
Yeah, one time we did take
So
pictures to see like where it hurt more, where we pulled it out too. That was funny.
Pulled hairs out and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, that
wasn't
good.
Where
sexual
does
either. That
hurt?
was just weird.
Where
Yeah,
does
where does it hurt the worst?
under the armpit?
Not the places you'd think it was. I think it was like
Your
nose.
face.
No,
Oh, the note, right?
nose is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Armpits not great. I mean, we did pretty much every small of the back sucks a little bit. You know, but I mean, it's-
Anus.
we
We did
didn't
not
do
do your
butt
butt.
hairs.
No, we didn't
No,
do your
we did
butt.
pubes and nose and face. But honestly, having
Okay,
like
pubes, nose, face. Which one's the worst?
pubes, nose,
Face was you didn't like face. I don't think.
Man, face fucking hurts, man.
That's what I've heard.
Man,
Yeah.
as much as I pick,
Yeah, it.
I feel like I would.
I'm telling you, man, it fucking hurts. I mean, she plucks my eyebrows all the time.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't really like it. Sometimes I'm like I have a headache, and she plucks my eyebrows, and it makes my headache worse.
Well, mind you, it's not always with like tweezers. Sometimes I'll try to grab one and just yank it out,
and then she doesn't get it.
and like it doesn't always come out. Or
Yeah,
like the,
and you just end up curling it instead.
yeah, exactly.
Like a present.
Or I get two.
But then
sometimes.
she's like, I've got it. I'm so sorry. I have to get this.
I'm helping you out
I understand that, but it's.
I get that.
because every time I show it to you after, you're like, holy shit, that's a long ass eyebrow.
All right, let's check in with Miss Honey.
Miss Snit, a girl does not get anywhere by acting intelligent. I mean, take a look at you and me. You chose books. I chose looks. I have a nice house, a wonderful husband, and you are slaving away teaching snot-nosed children their ABCs. You want Matilda to go to college?
College? I didn't go to college. I don't know anybody who did. Bunch of hippies and cesspool salesmen.
Don't sneer at educated people, Mr. Wormwood. If you became ill, heaven forbid, your doctor would be a college graduate.
Yeah.
Or say you were sued for selling a faulty car. The lawyer who defended you would have gone to college too.
What car? Sued by who? Who you been talking to?
Nobody. Oh, dear, I can see we're not going to agree, are we?
All right. So look, I love this movie.
I know. I didn't notice it until this time.
I think the movie is great.
Mhm.
Okay.
It warms my heart every single time.
All the nostalgia.
It's not even for like this came out in 96. I didn't see it till 2012.
All right.
Man, some of this acting.
Yeah.
Ugh, I never knew how bad her voice was.
So,
Her
Miss
voice-
Honey,
even Matilda's acting at some points.
Oh,
and
no,
it's
killed it.
really bad. It's
She's a
pretty
kid.
bad. Yeah.
No, she did the best. You're a liar. I hate
There
you.
is-
No. There are some pretty bad times.
And I love the story, and I love her, and
Mhm.
we'll talk about soon enough what she was going through as this movie was being made.
So I think
Matilda made you horny?
I think Miss Honey.
No,
we can't talk about that.
Matilda's
This
mother died while she was filming this. Like Mara Wilson's mother passed away while she was filming this
fucking
movie.
What?
Had cancer.
No way.
Yes. And she finished the
Christ.
movie. And so I can understand that she was going through a lot. I don't expect kid actors to be on the level of, our Leonardo DiCaprio's and that of the world, but there are some times when you watch this and it's pretty bad.
So
And
the
this
Miss
clip was
Honey
pretty bad.
character, I will just say this, like to me, and this is the way that I watched it and the way that I saw her. And to me, like the longer she's on camera, the more uncomfortable it gets. It's like she is sort of like how the principal is sort of like this over the top and theatrical and like bad person. She's
so demure.
She's storybook. It's like from a story. And as Casey said, this is a fantasy. So, to me, it didn't bother me. I felt like that was part of who that character was. It was less about the acting and more like, okay, this is who they're trying to make this. Still,
Yeah, I feel like for children, it makes sense.
It's fine.
Yeah, because I remember thinking like, I want her to adopt me. But hindsight, like, no, she's got a lot of issues she needs to work through.
Yeah,
probably
Also,
wasn't ready to be a parent.
Boring.
But you know what? You can't say no to any adult that tucks their tissue under their watch because that means that they are caring.
That's true.
Oh. What?
No, nobody else picked up on that?
No, I saw it. It
Tissue
never
under
made
the
me think that
watch.
she was any better.
Yes,
or-
it's like a grandparent. All the grandparents used to put the Kleenex under their watch so it was always there. That's a sign.
Grandma put hers in the purse.
My grandma came
with some
right out of
winter
the purse.
green gum.
Holy shit! My grandmother with peppermint lifesavers. And it
Okay, Casey, what did your grandparent have?
It was the
You said
same.
pepper.
She always had the tissues, and it was not wintergreen. What was the yellow?
Juicy
Juicy
fruit.
Double mint.
Double mint.
Double mint. My
Double mint.
grandmother had big red gum.
Yeah. Oh fuck, cinnamon. That shit burned my tongue.
My Uncle George was always drunk, and I would only see him when we would go up to Oklahoma to visit my grandparents, and we would only see him at church. But he would walk into church drunk and hand me and my brother both pieces of Double Bubble, and we thought he was the coolest ever. And he was old as fuck back then.
Yeah.
Like probably in his 70s, 80s, and looked 100.
Old. Yeah.
And just showed up to church on Sunday morning drunk, but always had bubble gum
You mean
for us.
communion?
Yes, showed up for and that was it.
I'm here for the wine.
But no spearmint, no Big Red, fucking Double Bubble.
Double Bubble.
Like,
yeah.
That
I
ruled.
got double bubble when my dad got a
You come
haircut.
from a family where like bubbles and popping and snapping and all like any noises would not fly.
Sour apple Double Bubble was the goddamn best.
Yes, and they had the grape.
That's but sour apple.
No.
my favorite gum of all time.
No, if you're going grape, you have to go bubble tape or a Big League Chew.
Big League Chew.
I like the bubble.
You know what? I
tape.
For
hadn't had in a
1,000.
while. Big League.
What about the
Chew.
zebra one? The zebra one.
Oh, zebra gum. It
Zebra
had like the
stripe.
sparkles, stripes. That's
No,
it. Fruit stripe gum. I
fruit
got it
stripe.
first. Yeah, and
And it would have the tattoo on the wrapper.
they fuck it. Yeah, it has like the spark,
Like
like the
SoundCloud.
little sparkles in there.
Someone told me you could
Y'all gonna
eat
get that
the
later.
paper with the gum.
You
on
can.
that.
Yeah, the paper's
No.
edible.
You can say
Oh.
that, but that's not you weren't. supposed to
but
do
I-
that.
No.
I for
right?
sure tried it. It's
Because
not-
yes, and I would just do it because
Yeah,
they're
me
like,
too.
you know, you can just eat the gum with the paper. But I would always be like, man, this doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
They say
Yeah,
you
feels
can.
weird. The paper.
No, that was actually called natural selection, and it just didn't work.
It's sort of like the vaccine.
Still here,
It's
suckers.
I know, that's why I said it didn't work.
Yeah. So maybe next year.
All right, so this assembly happens, and we come to this thing, and so did you guys recognize? Not you, Casey. Did you guys recognize Bruce Bogtrotter?
Yes, from Game of Thrones.
What?
Game of Thrones?
No, I have
No.
Oh.
No. Bruce Bogtrotter, the chocolate cake kid, is the kid from The Wedding Singer who's having the bar mitzvah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
right
Yes,
when
he
I saw
is,
that
yeah.
kid, I was like, fuck, we know that kid. Who is that kid, right?
Now he's a
Wait,
doctor.
what year was Wedding Singer?
In 98.
Oh, okay. Wow, you didn't change much.
Yeah, they did the dance and he lets her like touch her butt.
Yeah. So
Right.
there's a cake thief, and he just, and he eats the cake and he goes, yeah, this is great. My mom's is better. Oh, yeah? Well, you wanted the cake.
Well, the punishment fits the crime.
Because here's the thing. I'm sitting there thinking, when she's making him eat the first fistful, I'm going, that's not a fucking punishment. I could fucking eat that shit. Because
I'm into that.
I could eat some goddamn cake.
Mhm.
Like I'm a cake eater. I'm an eater of cake. Right.
He doesn't even know what he's saying.
I mean, German chocolate.
What?
Carrots.
He doesn't even know.
Yellow with chocolate frosting.
That's my favorite.
There it is.
That's my favorite.
Anything.
Now-
this guy will eat a cake.
So
Take me to a cake walk.
so
We need to take Jarrett to a cakewalk, and we need to walk in first motherfucking thing. Let him win one
No,
of
I
these
still want to do
bitches.
spontaneous
Just
cakewalks.
carry
places.
it fucking in, right?
Have all your stuff in the car.
Yeah. You can't. It was 104 degrees. And plus we got dropped off. That was the thing. My brother was fucking pissed.
He should have been.
Yeah, you're gonna have to carry this around the whole time. Right now, I'm gonna go over here to the dart game and win this Pink Floyd mirror,
And you
can
already
carry that
know-
too.
You already know they save the best cakes for the end. You know,
Yeah.
they're getting rid of all
I
the
know.
cakes
It
with
was the
fruit on it
I
at
was
the
such
beginning.
a stupid,
What a dope.
shithead kid, man. I
Dope.
So, you know what? They start chanting, Bruce, Bruce, and he goddamn did it, man. But everybody got 5 hours of detention where they had to copy from the dictionary. Now, here's the thing about that. I remember punishments like this, and it's like, you don't know how fast I write. Like, okay, copy from the dictionary. You got to get at least 2 pages done. What are you going to fucking do? Keep me here all night?
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
It's a rather loquacious punishment.
What
if
the
you ask
fuck?
me.
Okay.
Oh,
Did you get that from the dictionary, Eric?
What is that? We need to name this
Is that how
character
far you
so
got?
I can
Were
make
you
a
like really bad? You had to go to the L's in the dictionary.
No, they just make you start at L. As far as I recall, I don't know. That was a rather perfunctory time of my life. So
Did you?
Oh, good. We did.
y'all
We,
do this-
we had this character figured out. We
I-
got to.
he needs his own theme song.
Yeah,
man.
no, I need to
Oh, yeah, that's
workshop it a little more.
Okay, but no,
And-
when that character appears, he needs some sort of like Eric's jump the bling.
No, but it doesn't need to be Eric.
No, I
It's just
know. It's like here's such and such. Yeah.
esoteric.
I feel like it's got to be a
Pencil.
like Schoolhouse Rock character.
It's got to be something. We got to figure that out.
Yeah, pencil man.
That is a rather magnanimous point that you make.
All right,
That's
so
the word.
they're like, why don't you get these? Okay, so she comes from home and
He
she's
knows
like,
he can just make them up because we're idiots.
we've got these packages. They were just sitting out there. Where have you been? Well, I was in detention. And they might be watching the house. Or no, she's like, why can't you get these at work? Well, they might be watching there.
Yeah, they're outside. They're
Well, they're
police.
right over there. They're police. Oh no, those are speedboat salesmen, right?
There's no
Pee Wee
lakes
Herman.
around here.
Yeah. Do they still make that peanut butter and jelly in the same jar shit?
Yes, they do.
Away forever.
Do
It's a
they
crime
really?
Against
They do.
Everybody.
Jammers or
No.
Are you thinking of Uncrustables? Because those are the shit.
Uncrustables are good.
I'm gonna be honest, man. This happened.
Uncrustables.
No. So this actually happened. I had never had one of those until the Disney boat. I'd never had one of these fucking Uncrustable in my entire life, and I'm fucking starving and wherever we are, and it's like there's no chance. I mean, it's not that I avoided them. It just never came up. My kids didn't have those.
Yeah,
actually,
you were
I
an
think
adult.
the older kids never had it. If the older kids did, I just fucking put it in their bag and that was it. I had literally never eaten one of these things. And we go somewhere, and Casey has a couple of extras of these fuckers just in case Everett needs one, right? And I fucking eat one of these Crustables.
And what happened?
It's the goddamn greatest thing that's ever happened.
And it's a sandwich that you don't have to make.
Oh my God. It's so delicious.
I don't know why you wouldn't think that. You love pre-made sandwiches. It's
I
like your
love
favorite
pre-made
thing.
sandwiches.
Oh.
I like peanut butter and jelly, but my favorite thing in the world is gas station turkey and
Egg
cheese
salad.
sandwich. No,
Ugh.
turkey and cheese sandwich.
Nope.
No, not egg salad. My favorite thing in the world is breakfast burritos. Second place, gas station sandwich.
Which is so funny because like my first favorite thing is like ramen noodles, and my second favorite's like a gas station hot dog, and that's why we are married.
Yeah, you stop literally anywhere and find something
we
for
do good.
everybody.
We do good.
But like, we're going to go to some fancy tasting. All right, let's get dressed and go. You want to stop at the fucking gas station, get a hot dog and a sandwich before we go? Bullshit, 3 bites of food.
Yeah, it is.
Nonsense.
Yeah. Oh no, they're serving us food on trays. Fuck that, we have to eat standing up, like one thing at a time.
Yeah.
Stop. Let's go to racetrack.
Let's fucking kick. Let's kick Quick Trip right square in the dick.
Yep.
Let's goddamn do it. So they do make that. Did
What?
you just write PP on the thing? You got to pee. I got to pee
I
too.
have to pee.
All right,
I'm
guys, we'll be right
sorry.
back. We got to take a quick break
Sorry.
for PP. No, don't be
Me
sorry.
and Amy will host the show. It's fine.
Okay, y'all
No,
want
we
to
will
just
not.
stay?
and
Absolutely
we'll
not.
just
Nope.
come.
It's fun getting to the bottom of one. It's fun getting to the bottom of one. White Mountain Cooler, keeping it light, crisp and refreshing. It's got the taste that's always right. It's fun getting to the bottom of one.
Original and new orange.
It's time. Time for a credit card that gives you a better deal.
The Discover Card.
With the new Discover card, you don't have to pay an annual fee. In fact, we pay you with money back on everything you buy. Money you can apply against your balance.
Way to find that right tomorrow. The Discover Card puts money in a whole new life.
From a member of Sears Financial Network. Look for more information in the mail or in national magazines.
Clint Eastwood and his son Kyle.
Boom.
They're stepping out.
You'd like to go down to Nashville with your old Uncle Red?
Living life on the edge. Passing down a legacy.
Gonna stay at the Grand Ole Opry?
And fighting for a dream.
I don't think you have any shells in that shotgun. You want them best?
It's an unforgettable network television premiere.
That's the life of a country singer.
Honky Tonk Man. 1 week from tonight.
Why change a good thing? That's what I asked when Oldsmobile redesigned the Delta 88. Oh, then I drove it. Wait till you see how it handles. There's front-wheel drive, too. But inside, plenty of room to stretch. Our Delta 88 is the family car that didn't forget the family. Some things never change.
On the car, Dad?
Some things never change.
6.9 financing on new Delta 88s. Finance rates will be higher as length of contract increases.
Irons are now Black & Decker. Travel line that goes in style. Keeping fresh press every mile. Black & Decker. Self-clean iron, you can't go wrong. Nothing else will work as long. Irons are now Black & Decker. And here's a line, if you leave it on, it goes beep, beep. And if you don't return, nothing's gonna burn, cause it turns itself off. GE Irons are now Black & Decker. Black & Decker.
SOS introduces a glass cleaner that really works. Glassworks. Glassworks made with vinegar instead of ammonia cleans better than Windex. New Glassworks with vinegar cuts through the toughest greasy smudges faster and easier, so there's less work for you. And everything you clean is shiny and streak-free. New Glassworks made with vinegar cleans with less work. Maybe it works too well.
You're a part of me. Purina Cat-Chow, touch the heart of me. Purina Cat-Chow, every single day and every way I feel how much you are a part of me.
Your cat's a big part of your life, so make Purina Cat Chow brand cat food part of his life. It's all the nutrition cats need to help them live healthier, happier lives. What's more, veterinarians recommend it most. Purina Cat Chow, part of a healthier, happier life.
Superman 3. Tonight's ABC Sunday night movie will continue in a moment.
2 years ago, ABC brought you one of television's most highly acclaimed dramas.
Daddy, he makes me have sex with them.
On Monday, the Emmy-winning Something About Amelia, parental discretion advised. And now, from the same producers, an extraordinary new movie for the whole family.
Why does God hate me?
If ever there was a hero, it was Alex. The more her prospects dimmed, the finer and stronger she became. Alex, the life of a child. Wednesday.
TV5 Eyewitness News Brief is sponsored by Radio 11, WWWE.
I'm Roger Moore. Severe weather has hit parts of Ohio tonight. The tornado warnings have just been lifted in the Crawford and Richland County areas. We do have reports of some damage around Marysville in central Ohio. American journalists got their first close-up look at some of the damage done to Libyan military bases during last week's raid by U.S. bombers. The targets were heavily damaged, but cameras were not allowed inside the area thought to be the hardest hit. Now this.
Ever get the feeling some radio stations have a bunch of clowns reporting the morning news? Switch to Radio 11. We're all news, all morning.
In the Force Beat Baltimore, details at 11.
Excuse me, did you know that Wendy's now has breakfast sandwiches for under $1? It's breakfast under $1 at Wendy's. 3 start-the-day sandwiches at a special low price. Fresh egg and cheese now only 69 cents. Or bacon, egg, and cheese now only 99 cents. Even sausage, egg, and cheese still under $1. So hurry to Wendy's and get breakfast for under $1.
Wheel of Fortune, weeknights at 7.
And now we continue with Superman 3.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
What's taking you so long?
There's one taste that just can't be duplicated.
Michael, you just don't look yourself today.
Diet Pepsi. Taste that's generations ahead.
Man, did you see who that was?
Michael J. Fox?
No, in that commercial with him is Lori Loughlin.
Oh.
Yeah, ex-convict. Oh, yeah, I put Amy back on. Amy, did you leave for
There
a
we
reason?
go.
Oh, did
well,
you?
no, I plugged in my AirPods to recharge for a second, and then it wouldn't. So it was a fucking thing. Hi.
Hi. Now, in the Chokey is a.
I've heard of it.
Like an Iron Maiden.
Right. Now, this is where, so when Miss Trunchbull visits the class, they have to get rid of everything colorful. Don't speak, don't smile, don't laugh. She goes, don't even breathe loudly. And then the teacher, and then the principal goes, don't even breathe at all.
Yeah. Because she's not having it. You're there to learn, not breathe.
Well, then she says, my ideal school is one with no children at all. Right. So
a college.
Roadhouse. That's a really good point.
That's
unless you're at UNT and there's Tam's kids.
Oh, I had a friend who left school. He was one of our buddies and went to Tam's. Did his
Oh God, you know it's Tam's kid.
What's TAMS?
So it was Texas Academy of Math and Science, and you skipped your 11th and 12th grade year and your freshman and sophomore year of college, and you just did them in 2 years together. And then all of a sudden you're a college sophomore at the age of 17. And now he's a oncologist in Houston.
Wait, so but you still have to do all of that same education. It's just like that's all they do for
a condensed form of your junior and senior year of high school in 1 year and your freshman and sophomore year of college in the next year. And then
Jesus,
off into the world you go.
And I can tell you, as a biology person at UNT, you get a shit ton of TAMS kids. And they're always in the front row comparing scabs and scars. And they're just fucking awkward.
Yeah, because they're 16.
Yes.
You said
and
7.
So I'm wondering where these TAMS kids go.
17.
No, they were 16 going on 8.
Ah, that sounds terrible.
And I really want to know where these TAMS kids wind up, because they go on to be doctors.
One of them became
oncologists.
Yes, Deepan Parikh ended up as an oncologist.
Yeah.
But I need to know, what's the bedside manner? Can he socialize? Can he communicate with other adults? Well,
yes. Adults, he always could communicate with adults.
When did he bang his first babe?
Never.
Still waiting.
Yeah. So no kids or anything.
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know all that.
Yeah.
We haven't
What's
kept
his
in
name?
touch. Deepan Parikh. And
so Parikh is.
We always called him Deepan, the heart of Texas.
I was literally going to say the stars. Deepan Parikh.
No, Parikh. That's who he's deep into.
Oh yeah, I love that author. He's great. I'm deep into that too. Did you ever get deep into Parikh? Did you? No. Okay.
No, but like the guys that I hung out with in middle school was me and Deepan and John and Chris. The four of us,
I can't.
The four best friends that ever could be.
Really? You guys hung out a bunch?
Yes. And so Deepan is an oncologist.
Right.
Chris is a cancer researcher at Arizona State University. John is an attorney at a big law firm here in Dallas.
Right.
And look at you on this podcast.
And then there's me.
Oh, God, this is the hottest gay sex I've ever had.
Saying things like that just so people will laugh at it. You know, just a monkey that says things.
You know what's funny about life, though, is that, it really doesn't matter what you do or how much money you make and all of this shit. Like, it's funny. I was on Rockstar Dad. We had this guy, Gary Kyle, on. He's a country artist where he was 7 kids. And he said so many things that were just fucking inspiring and badass. And I realize how simple this is and everybody knows it or whatever. But it's just like, there's so many people out there like those dudes, right? That all they did was learn forever and ever. And they probably missed out on a lot of their young adulthood and even, late 20s and shit with just education, starting a business and all this, and get there. And they probably make a considerable amount of money, but really all that happens when you make a lot of money is you just spend a lot of money. And so everybody has the same shit about like rent and fucking, putting kids in school and getting their clothes and all of that shit. And it's like, if you're happy, the measure of like happiness isn't what your friends that you grew up with are doing. It's whether or not you're happy.
Well, I know that I had more fun than they did in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not to say that I'm any happier than them. They may be just as happy. And if they're happy and they know it,
then they should clap their
hands.
Yeah, that's right. No. That and in no way am I saying that you're happier. I'm saying, but it doesn't mean just because they're an oncologist and a cancer researcher and a lawyer that you're any less happy. They probably have a lot.
No, that's not the reason.
They probably have a lot more stress in their lives.
For sure.
than you do.
Yes, I could.
You work from home. You spend a lot of time with your children.
Oh, I do.
And which, here's the thing. You're in that weird window of how even you who knows having an older daughter, still every day when you wake up and you do that and you live your life and you're like, God damn, it's frustrating. And there's this and this and this, but it's later. It's 10 years later when you've had this and you go, oh man, I would not fucking trade that for anything.
No, I still 100% having a 12-year-old daughter and having a 2-year-old daughter. And I can appreciate both of them for all of the things that make them wonderful. And just that at that point in their life, you know, that when Zoe comes over or when we get to hang out, you know, that she's so independent and all the things that she is good at now. And, but having a 2-year-old is,
it's hard.
As we all know, is hard and it can be a pain in the ass. But my God, there is not anything better in my life than waking up in the morning, going upstairs, going into her room, and she goes, "Hi, Daddy."
Yeah,
you know, I mean,
oh, it's so cute.
You wouldn't trade that.
Well,
for
and
anything.
also
So,
like you have a very, very smart son who is a lot.
Yes,
for you,
He's
a
a
lot.
That's
but
what I'm over here thinking, like, yeah, okay,
but
a 2-year-old girl is hard, but like, there's nothing like a 7-year-old boy. That shit is wild.
But you have how old is Zeller, by the way?
He's 6.
So he's 6, but just with a brain that is frustrating and challenging, but also fucking mesmerizing, right?
You know, he's so engaging and smart, and
yeah, that kid, you know, to me, I wish. It's so funny because I feel like we were in a bit of a pattern before COVID where our families were spending a lot of time together. We were seeing each bunch, and I had a nice relationship with your son, and you know, and it was fun. He would get excited to see me push
Not
Casey
me.
aside. You know, like, oh, I
just
thought
the
Jared,
disappointed look.
oh, I
when you
thought
open the
Jared
door.
was coming. No, he's behind me. Oh, okay. Well, there he is.
Well, then, lady, what are you doing here?
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? Is that I look at this last year and the time that I lost with Jack and Emma and the time that I gained with Everett, you know, and I'm just like, you know, fuck, man, you know, that was dope.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. And again, I guess where I'm getting at is, you know, you could be a fucking endocrinologist and fucking never be home and you can make a shitload of money and your kid could be fucking spoiled and play golf.
Well, but I think there's all of that is true, but there's also a part of they chose those careers, and they all knew early on what they wanted to do.
Right.
And I know that they take great pride in what they're doing for people, for researching, you know, maybe Chris never finds the cure for cancer, but that the work that he does gets us
It's
closer
part of
to
the
that.
movement towards it. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, he will die a happy man because that's always been a passion of his. And so, you know, it all combines in this weird nebulous way, but you're right. At the end of the day, we have a lot to be thankful for, regardless of whether my career is what theirs is or any of ours. Like I said, I know I had more fun in my 20s than any of them ever did.
Right.
And my life is great.
Yeah.
And so, but I'm also very proud of them. They knew in middle school what they were going to do.
Yeah.
And they
followed through and goddamn
they
did
did
it. Yeah.
And, you know,
which is
good
rad.
on them.
I actually know very few people that did that. That even like in high school, like when, I mean, and maybe it's just like where I came from and the town I grew up in, and it was like a lower income area. And I think that happens sometimes. Like,
sure.
I know very few people that were like, this is what I'm going to do when I grow up, and did it. I don't know very many people.
Here's the funny thing about me. In junior high, I wanted to be a rock star. Then I got in high school. Then I wanted to be an actor. Then I was like, fuck it. I want to be a corporate psychologist. When I started college, the dream was over. That was fucking over. And it was just about common sense. Like, look, here's the deal. Fucking Tommy Lee was 19 when Motley Crue was huge. I'm fucking already old.
Yeah, can't do that anymore.
Yeah, can't do that shit, right? And then I finished college, and I'm like, fuck it. I guess I'm gonna just try this. So, I mean, but it wasn't my dream. It was a thing in childhood that I like. It was a glimmer, but really it wasn't what I thought I was gonna do. I really wanted to help people and counsel people and fucking do shit where like you could like big corporations and like make sure work environments were badass. And
well,
shit.
maybe not the corporate aspect of it, but you certainly have done that.
Well,
and I know that you know that.
I do know that, and I appreciate that, and I know I wake up every day and I know what the score is. I know what I add to the planet and all that, and I'm definitely not. I don't take it for granted that I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
It's something that I'm passionate about, and it's a thing.
I think that's a good message. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I just think that's just a good message for people to know, like, to put things that you can't compare yourself to other people in that way. I mean, you got to think of like, there's all those lists that go on of celebrities. Like Morgan Freeman wasn't in Driving Miss Daisy till he was like 50 or some shit. Like, what I mean? And Samuel L. Jackson was like 40. And
James Earl Jones actually was a stutterer and a mute.
Yeah.
He did not speak until he was, because he had such a bad stutter. And so he actually had a professor that like started to set that shit to music and taught him how to figure it out. And he's one of the greatest voices, fucking Darth Vader.
Yeah, I got Tommy Lee
That's
Jones,
amazing.
47, Melissa McCarthy, 41, Samuel L. Jackson, 44. I mean, it's Kathy Bates, 42. I mean, that's just talking about acting specifically, but Steve Carell, 43. Like, it's just
what's the age that you're? Why are you saying those numbers?
These are just like whenever they got their like star roles, like when they act
later
when they made it,
right,
like and like it's just you think that you're going to be in these entertainment industries or these different things. You have to do it when you're fucking 20, and it's not true.
Well, and we can talk all about the pop punk and it's fun and it's my next door neighbor is a porn star and it's the fart jokes and it's the dressing up like Motley Crue and it's the pop culture references. But one thing I never realized until you and I did that show together, you went through a bunch of songs that you wanted to play. Some of them I needed to brush up on. Some of them I needed to hear for the very first time. But on your list was this song Turbulence.
Yeah.
And I know after listening to it one time, like I didn't want to play it. That's an important song. I know I wanted to hear you play it, but more than that, more than just the bathroom break and a time to listen to you play a song that you wrote that's, I think, really good. I knew that there must be, however many people were there that night, there have to be 30% of those people that's their favorite song that you guys ever did, because it's not full of bullshit. It's not full of hooky, poppy, whatever. It's a really good song, and it means a lot to a lot of people. Yeah. And you can't underestimate the number of people who are having a tough day and turn that on and go, okay,
that
I can make it. I can do this.
That song is whenever he plays, especially like in the UK and stuff, because those crowds are just so fucking crazy. Like, I mean, front row, just tears everywhere. It's insane. But every time you go on the Bowling for Soup fan page, which is on Facebook, which is like the most active fucking Facebook page ever. If you need friends or you're bored, go there, especially if you're locked in house because of COVID. But that song is those lyrics are tattooed on so many people, sometimes correctly, sometimes not. Stupid. That one's a big one.
Bunch of my handwriting too, which is crazy. It became, my whole thing during the last year and a half, just trying to find an outlet and doing shows online became this thing, and the Kazoo Crew became a thing. I started a cult on an accident.
What Kate just said, our 2020 anthem.
Yeah, and that became their thing. And what the thing was, here's what's funny about that song. I didn't want to play that. I wanted everything to be upbeat.
Yeah, of
and
course.
then what I realized was no, they need to hear that. They want to fucking be able to say, listen, I appreciate it. In no way was I trying to get I don't know how we ended up here. I certainly appreciate the kind words, and that means a lot to me. And I hear that a lot about that song, and I should give credit to Linus for co-writing that with me, because that song, and actually I'll do that, at my next thing where I talk about how the song came about, because it's a funny story. But yeah, it's nice to know that, that things you do and things you say make people happy or fucking second guess being miserable, at least.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Well, thank you, man.
You bet.
That fucking means a lot to me. Thank you.
That's where Miss Trunchbull lives.
Why is there a swing?
A girl I know used to live in that house. Her life was good and happy. When she was just 2 years old, her mother died. Her father was a doctor, and he needed someone to look after things at home, so he invited the mother's stepsister to come and live with him. But the girl's aunt was a mean person who treated the girl very badly.
The Trunchbull.
Yes. And worst of all, when the girl was 5, her father died.
How did her father die?
The police decided he'd killed himself.
Why would he do such a thing?
No one knows. The end is happier. She found a small cottage. She rented it from this lovely rhubarb farmer for just $50 a month. And she covered it in honeysuckle, and she planted hundreds of wildflowers, and she moved out of her wicked aunt's house, and she finally got her freedom.
Good for her.
Do you know why I told you this?
No.
You were born into a family that doesn't always appreciate you. But one day, things are going to be very different.
Overstepping there a little bit, Miss Honey, for
Yeah.
2021.
Whoa.
Hey,
First of all, you can't invite a kid back to your house at all anymore.
maybe we'll
There
just
were
have
so many things in this movie. I was like, yeah, that's not a thing. You can't do that now.
Can't do that anymore. You ever? Yeah. Did
It's
y'all?
because he killed himself.
Did y'all
You're like,
watch?
ugh.
Did y'all watch Shameless? Nobody watched Shameless, right? Except for
did.
me and Casey.
no.
A little.
There's a whole fucking season where
Oh no.
like there's a teacher, and I mean, boys come around.
Well, the thing is that she had been one of those teachers that was on the news for having a relationship with a younger kid,
Right.
but she swore it was just because they were in love. And so people were like protesting that she was like they were like, oh, she's a student, she's a
So
kid fucker. Is
then
literally
one
what
of
they
the
called
du-
her.
one of the
So he decides to kind of set her up.
a kid set her up
It
or
was
whatever.
lit,
and it was
yeah.
fucking crazy, man. It
And
was
she
nuts.
makes him like shave himself, and it's like a whole
Yeah, it's
thing.
Oh.
pretty nutty, but
It's not on because that show's fucking.
Here's
Shaved
the
his
thing.
nuts?
here's the thing
Or
about
shave
that though,
everything.
is like I think that he gets in the situation. He was like, this is actually pretty awesome.
Oh
Like,
yeah, that's the thing. He keeps going back
Yeah,
after is the
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Yeah. For that
Um,
one. Anyway, that's not what's happening here.
the one
at
thing
all.
that we
Nobody
missed
was
here
shaved.
was that
Who's shaving what?
Nobody's shaving anybody. I
is
don't think.
anybody actually
so.
that scared of a newt? Like to
I
where-
would've-
No,
Put it in my water, but
Yeah, if you
absolutely not.
yeah, I mean,
I
well,
mean, I
of
probably-
course you're not, Amy. You pick up snakes.
I want one now.
Yeah,
I probably
I
wouldn't
really-
throw
I
a
will bring
kid
you
through
one.
a window over it,
right,
but
she did make him fly.
there are so many times I'd like to throw a kid through a window.
yes,
Not ours, like specifically, like one at the Everett's belt test the other day at karate. Totally wanted to throw this kid out of the fucking window, but not over a newt,
Ooh.
over him being
That's his
annoying.
name.
Well, she's already.
No, it wasn't
she's-
in the class. He was one of the little,
Oh.
just a defeated mom with the two fucking shittiest kids I've ever seen in my life.
She's also
Oh.
afraid of black cats, and she's really superstitious.
Black
so-
cats.
yeah.
Black
I mean,
cats.
I'm not.
What did I
like,
say?
Black cat.
Did
Black
I say that?
Black cats.
No, I said
Black
she's
cat.
also afraid of black cats.
Oh, is that what he said, guys? No,
I'm not.
black
She's
cats.
also afraid of black cat.
I definitely did not fucking mean that.
Sean, play it back.
A little stitches.
Roll tape.
Here,
Make
go
it
ahead.
make it a note. Make it a
little
sound.
stitches. Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
superstitious.
I'm
Little stitches.
I'm midway stitious.
Yeah, I mean, just-
yeah,
However,
that's
He
a
was so
thing.
close.
I know.
Well, so now Matilda's driving the boat. She's like, "Let's go get your treasures and shit."
I
Right?
literally was like, a boat?
It's a fucking bad idea. It's a speedboat. It's
It's
a
a
bad
speedboat.
idea.
They
But
bought
then-
it from the two guys.
You're gonna get
Here's the thing that the one thing that is this a trope So where they don't close the thing that they open. Is that a trope, or am I fucking again? I still don't understand what a trope is.
If it leads to like you could have easily closed it and avoided whatever the situation is, for sure. But that's for anything.
Okay,
like,
so that happens here. They open the box of chocolate. Life is like a box. They open up the chocolates, and she could easily have put the fucking lid back on right, but no, she just puts it on wrong.
But it's because she came home, so they ran upstairs.
Yeah, she was in a hurry.
To me, you would fucking put the goddamn thing on right. It's exactly the same effort.
Oh man, I was such a fat kid watching this movie when I was a little kid. I was just like, I want those fucking chocolates.
Yeah,
like I remember thinking that every time.
Man, I fucking
Were you so excited about that chocolate cake?
You don't like a box of
No, not the chocolate cake. I've never been like
my
a big cake person.
I like the
but I wanted
caramel
those chocolates in the box. I wanted them in and around my mouth.
I like almost
no, just the caramel one where it's got caramel and chocolate.
No, because they'll have that like strawberry cream in some
Nah,
of them.
I'm out.
No, you get the ones with the guide. Otherwise, it's a chocolate roulette.
Yeah,
No,
you
but that-
buy
but that
a box
wasn't
of
always a
chocolates and
thing.
there's just a guy that
No, there
stands
wasn't-
there and he just goes, no, okay, right
I went
here.
with
is
coconut,
this one."
coconut.
And he
Watch
goes,
that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
which is this one? Okay,
No,
now
no, 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 no.
to get there, we've got to go around
No,
here.
fuck the guide. You just poke your finger in it.
Now
She said guide.
you have to slide down the
Fuck
slab.
all of you on this stream. I said guide.
Yeah, this guy
Guide.
loves his chocolates.
Okay,
and he
we
knows
couldn't all have a
everything
fancy
about 'em.
fancy chocolate guy.
Guide.
At our-
Jesus.
I didn't even have cable. I couldn't afford a chocolate guy.
Yeah, that's the thing. We were fucking broke whenever I was a kid, and like we did not get like
My parents wouldn't even buy me Pringles.
We had
They
Kool-Aid.
would never show off.
It's not in
That
the
was our
budget.
big-
You guys
our
got
big
Kool-Aid?
treat.
We got fucking whatever the other one, the knockoff.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what
Dang.
Flavor Aid.
I don't know what brand it was.
We got fucking
No.
Flavor Aid is the thing.
That's like
I
every
got-
soda is a Coke and every fucking
Oh, okay, I get
powdered
that, yeah.
grape is a Kool-Aid. Like I don't know.
No, I got Tang. That was it.
I didn't start getting any Tang until high school.
Yeah.
Poontang.
Late high school.
Yeah, it was very late high school. Hey, you shut up. Not everybody was advanced as you.
You know, I once
You
went.
shut up.
I once went 19 years without having sex, and then another 8 years after that. So,
Way to abstain.
well,
Jared's opening a bill.
it seems like it's getting tougher and tougher for you to open those. What's going on?
It's sometimes it's like 3 turns.
Is it a muscular disorder?
Dystrophy.
No, it's not a dystrophy. I don't have a dystrophy.
A dystrophy of
I
your
just
muscles?
want to point out that like whenever you're like a girl that starts having sex earlier, people like to call you experienced. So you're like experienced, but like really you've just been like doing it to like dumb boys. Like it doesn't. That's not experience.
You have experience laying there while boys kind
just
of
fucking
flop
flail
around
and
and like a fish.
in record timing. Like that's not
Oh.
experience.
Well, this
You
gets
did it.
deep here, by the way.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
Ever.
So this guy has on a Magnum. I'm sorry, his name is Magnus, and they're like, no, he didn't kill himself. They're like, no, that she must have murdered him.
It's murder is afoot.
She has to have murdered him, right? And then anyway, so she doesn't put the goddamn lid on the. And I wrote down, didn't get the lid on the chocolates, you dumbass, right? Then there's fucking the under the table thing happens where she just floats up like Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
Like,
Out loud.
Yeah, yeah. There's a few times that during this movie where I full on like actually like really belly laughed.
I spent the whole movie literally like, look at him, look at the TV, look, he needs to watch his part. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
coming up. And you actually did miss a couple things.
I did, yeah. Well, I mean, I
And I didn't
notes the
say
whole time.
everything because he did. He took a bunch of notes, but I'd be like, her ribbon was in the tree. Did you see her ribbon was in
Yeah, I
the tree?
didn't
Like
see
I
that.
had to
I
keep
didn't.
doing that stuff.
But I would have caught that, after when she brings it to the class, but I do appreciate that one. And sometimes I'll rewind back and be like, wait a minute. So it's like when Bruce happened, I was like, I fucking know who that kid is. Wait a second, I gotta pause to figure out who that kid is. But she anyway, here's the other note I wrote. I told you that bitch crazy. Because man, this lady is fucking nuts
With her javelins and her hammers and
Right.
her fucking shot
My
puts.
God, the whole thing, and
What
also
are the
like
little balls? What are those?
those were shot
Shot
put.
put.
Okay.
And here's what I was thinking when that happened. When there's a
I thought I'd be good at that.
well, actually, that's coming up now.
Yeah, you would.
The wait, that hasn't happened yet, right? Shot put avalanche. I wrote.
Got a lot of upper body strength.
Avalanche.
Yeah. This is later. That the fucking shot put thing is later. Let's.
Why do I not know what that is?
A shot put.
I mean, I
it's
get
the thing where it's a really heavy thing.
Yeah.
And they throw it like this.
I need to do that. I need to try that.
You would have
Yes, you do.
killed.
Would
at
have.
that. You were a cheerleader.
So he came home with $2,000 cash, and he threw it up in the air, and we both just swam in it like we were on the $1 Million Sticky. Do you like that show?
I love that show.
That was the old days. Now he's got money in banks all over this planet, and does he give me a dime? Matilda, this is Bob and Bill.
They're cops.
They are not cops. They are ace powerboat salesmen.
Babyface, I'm starved.
Hi, Harry.
Who are you? What is this, a hot tub party? Get the hell out of here. I slave all day. I come home, you're entertaining a couple of surfer dude bodybuilders.
They're cops, Dad.
You interested in timeshare?
They're cops, Dad. You know what's so sweet about all this is that she just continues to try to save them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
she does her best. Like,
yeah, but she does. She comes out there and she moves the box around. She goes, I hope you guys have a search warrant because, if you don't,
it's unconstitutional.
Yeah. And you could lose your job, go to a federal penitentiary.
And then they say, we're going to send you to federal orphanage.
Right. But it's going to be a nice
like Mark Stewart would go to if
help
she was
us
a
out.
child.
Mm-hmm.
Help us out. Is that what they said?
No, I just said that.
If Jesus.
Is that what they said 10 years before Martha Stewart
I
ever went to
understand.
prison?
I get it. I know. I don't fucking I try my best to keep up with the whole movie. But they say we'll get you in a nice orphanage, like one where the cockroaches are really small. Right. And she just looks at him and goes, well, you know what? You're about to commit another crime because your car is about to run a stop sign.
Because she made the break.
She magic.
She's magic.
She fucking is magic as fuck.
She's
right?
turning carrots around.
That just
sending
happens.
them
He calls her dip face, which is fucking stupid.
It was so weird because I said this to him, Jarrett, when we were watching it. Like, I remember her having the power so much earlier in the movie. Like, I thought that happened after the library. Like, I can't believe that we got this far into the movie before her powers really started.
Be fair, she does.
But really started. Like, I remember that
Right.
specific
Yeah.
scene where she's doing the breakfast and all the stuff. Yeah. I thought that was really, really early.
Yeah, I mean, we first see the powers when the TV explodes.
Yeah, but this was a really kind of a long time before she, and then it was very short that she had all.
I feel like that happens a lot of times on these movies that we watch.
I
back
was
in the day.
just thinking there was a movie. It was The Jerk, where we thought he was rich, for most of the movie.
Right.
And it's only the last 30 minutes of that where
if that
makes his money, is rich,
Yeah.
loses all his money. And I remember us sitting here going, I thought that happened in the first
seemed like
20
it was-
minutes of the show.
Yeah.
But anyway.
What a great movie, by the way.
Yeah, it's a profit deal.
He was born.
It's a
poor black child.
profit deal. Yeah. All right. So she goes over to the house. She's got the magic figured out, right? She has her dad yell at her, right?
Yeah,
a bunch
yell
of
at me.
times. And
Now spit in my mouth.
Yeah, and he does, right? Yeah. And then Rita Perlman, right?
Rhea.
Ow.
That was you.
That was 100% you. So this trick that she plays where
the crocodile shows up,
Yeah.
and you have to figure out if you're
clock
sing after a while.
The clock strikes 9, and she falls down, and the 10 and the
chalk.
But the Magnus thing is great, where the portrait just flies down, and then hers goes in the fire, and then his
so realistic.
Yeah, it's so fucking.
Yeah, they would have had to have had a strong stomach.
Fucking
Paint that.
rad.
Oh, yeah. Because she nasty.
Oh, she nasty. Now, here's the deal. So she gives Mrs. Honey her doll, and she goes,
With the China face?
That's right. eats her chocolate. She had eaten hers the night before, but here's your. And then the principal shows it. Now she mad.
Well, you can have people gallivanting around.
No, not your house at all. So she's got a red ribbon.
I like that there's a random ribbons on her car, and she's like, "This is the person that just made a painting float down in my house." And
yeah, somebody did this.
But we're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, we got to figure this out. So,
Get to the bottom of that penis.
now here's the deal with that whole thing, right? Is that wait, what? What is that sound? What is happening?
Sounds like I want you to go all the way to the bottom of my penis.
The good thing about that is there's only 15 people watching this live. When that's edited, it's going to be like it was right
Seamless.
there. Yeah.
how do we know? We don't fucking know that.
Never listened to the show once.
Seamless.
Yeah. Never.
I will say I
listened
listened to Joe Dirt today on my way to the gas station.
Our podcast?
Yes.
How was it?
Yeah, wait, how did it sound?
5 questions is the very first thing that happens in today's podcast. It
What?
comes on because he's famous, Jarrett Reddick. And then the applause starts, and then 5 questions. Because we talked about that during Joe Dirt during 5 questions.
What?
And so it's the
What?
very first.
About what?
When we did Joe Dirt on Tuesday,
right?
something came up.
Oh,
about
I said
where-
we record that first.
But someone might have fast forwarded and just ended up on it or whatever. And wouldn't it be funny if we just put it wherever and then
He just put it-
the very first thing that happens.
What's 5 questions?
Brilliant.
So that's the thing we do. Hey, David, if you don't mind, we're just trying to. No, yeah, I know it is funny.
Hey, David, seriously. All right. Yeah.
I want that to be my ringtone.
We're trying to get the show back. Eric, I'm so sorry. about
Buddy,
this.
just in the middle.
I had to be honest. We had a lot of
Makes
beers
me
last
so
night.
happy.
I am all right. He done.
Was that from last night?
Yeah, I recorded that last night in the cab
at Chili's.
Yeah, at Chili's.
At their bar.
At our bar. Yeah.
Gonna go beat Gary at our bar.
These fajitas.
These
Right, David?
fajitas. Yep, that's
Do
right.
you feel like you can feel God in that Chili's?
What?
Never mind.
I don't understand that.
It's a Dundee's reference.
All right, so Bumblebee, it was her nickname. Agatha was her real name. And so here, man, this lesson gets taught like a motherfucker, right? Like, it's like, Agatha, this is Magnum PI.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get out of here.
I'm living here in Hawaii.
Go on, get.
Her, go on, get. Yeah, give me that liquid gold. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so hungry.
I feel like you and I do feel like if Kelsey and Casey weren't in the picture, you and I could be gay cowboys together.
For
I
sure.
love that for y'all.
Yeah.
I love Kelsey.
Go on there. Come on now. Yeah. Get. Go on, get.
Now,
I'm
baby,
not going to tell Derek you guys
What?
are talking
Let's
about
do
this
it.
right now.
Oh, no.
Me and Kelsey would definitely have preferred laundry styles, and you guys could be gay cowboys.
and Fireball.
Okay, I don't actually.
I don't
that's
want
just-
any part of that.
That's
shit,
actually just
man.
a toxic part of
I've
me and
already
Kelsey's
said that
relationship
I'm
because
out.
I don't participate
I'm out.
that way with everybody else.
Well, whatever it is.
Well,
So much
eraser
fun.
anarchy happens. This poor lady, I mean,
She gets chalked to death.
wait a minute. She got chopped to death.
She's going to get the mesothelioma.
Hey, Sherry, stop throwing them erasers at the principal. Would you?
Hey, baby.
Were you a victim of erasers?
No. Did y'all ever do the thing where are
No.
y'all young enough to? Okay, so y'all had whiteboards.
No.
I had
We
them
didn't
in
have to
whiteboard-
beat the erasers.
Yeah, we
I
used
had chalkboards and
we
white
used to have to go out and fucking beat the goddamn erasers. And
Nope.
Yeah.
yeah.
Beat
I
the
never had to do
shit
that, but
out of
we had to like wipe the whiteboards. I mean the
We
blackboards.
didn't have
down.
whiteboards.
No, the blackboards. We had in White we had blackboards because
Yeah.
it was White blackboards.
But
I don't know.
you know what's funny
It's a
is that
whole
the blackboards
yin-
are
yin-yang.
green.
Yeah.
They are green.
Yeah. But the chalk is white.
And it's
We
not
had them
always
we
chalk.
had them in the portables.
Yeah.
No,
the porta potties.
Do you know what they call portables right now in Prosper, Texas?
Oh, something awesome.
Learning cabanas.
Fucking idiots. I hate them.
Yeah,
I realized
they
that we're one of
Jesus
them, but
Christ.
Jesus. Okay,
All
All
right.
right, we're gonna go out to the
We need to look at real estate
Learning
properties
Cabana
so we can
A.
move the fuck away from here whenever all of our kids are like in, I don't know, old enough to
Yeah, we're
take
gonna-
all of the privileged sports shit and then go to like a smaller place where we can go get like all the scholarships.
We're nearing the end of this movie, and so she's thrown another kid out the window. Now this time,
Really gets a hold of
is this actually Matilda making him fly,
Oh,
or
yeah.
is just
No.
flowers?
No, this one's Matilda.
No.
Yeah,
That's what I thought
He was
too.
gonna land,
He did a loop-de-loop.
but she keeps him from being
Yeah.
hurt, and then he just
And it
So
was,
then she goes up
"Whee!"
on a globe, and they make her spin. Did you guys see how the size of that globe changed? You see the size of that chicken?
it's magic.
Yeah.
What?
Magic. So then everybody just starts throwing their lunch at her.
Yeah, fuck her. And what's so funny is that, first of all, Matilda takes all the lunch boxes and starts throwing him at her. But what's funny is the kids just see her in the hall with the food getting thrown, and that shows how quickly that people will
Shit
revolt.
can escalate.
Like,
And also, how did they get water balloons in their lunch? And why didn't I ever get any of this?
I'll pack a water balloon in your lunch.
It's
Are
filled
you
with
serious?
I really will.
filled with vodka.
I actually
Oh,
went
my
to,
goodness.
I think about this every time I see a food fight scene. Might be the grossest experience of my life. There was, I don't know if it was like a church thing. I don't know. Either way, all the fucking neighborhood hoodlums caught wind of it. And they had a scheduled food fight, like out in a field. And you brought your own fucking food, which could have just been, I mean, even more disastrous than it
Spaghetti.
was. And there was probably like, I mean, I would say minimum 100 kids. And they split them down like fucking, I don't know, wall of death or something cooler. And you had to start like attacking each other with all the food. And you brought your own fucking nasty ass food. And it was a giant food fight that was organized.
I would have brought pineapple.
Okay.
And I
First
think
of all-
about the smell all the time. And you know what we did afterwards? Because we were pieces of shit.
Ate it all.
No, we went into the fucking local neighborhood pool and jumped in to rinse ourselves off and got
Yep.
out and went
Okay.
What
Okay, Eric,
spaghetti and
Dicks.
Yes.
eggs.
you bring one food to a food fight. What is it?
Pineapple.
Casey.
Whole.
Like a
whole
whole
pineapple.
pineapple?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, go and get.
Jesus.
Okay.
That's
I think-
rude.
Wow. I think I'm going like mashed potato cannon.
Okay. Jarrett.
Like catapult.
Chocolate pudding.
Okay. Tuna casserole.
Oh.
So here's the deal. I'm
Yeah.
sure all of those things were brought, and that's what I smelled like. All of those things mixed together. Minus whole ass pineapple, because that's ridiculous. That's just violent.
Eric is-
was that it, Eric? Was that the line?
Did you guys ever have a
No, Eric had to go pee.
This
Oh.
is where I put my foot down. I'm not
That's
going to have
it.
any goddamn chocolate pudding
fuck,
at
he
my
left.
food fight.
Yeah. He just, what the fuck?
You
is
hear
He's
he
at
that?
the front door. He's gone.
Did you guys ever have the actual like food fight in the cafeteria?
No,
scenario
never.
happen?
Never.
One time it got yelled. A couple of people, but it was this whole thing. It had gone around the school, and everybody's gonna do it. But a couple of people threw some shit, and it went down really quick.
Dude, we had it happen.
Going down.
It was so organic and
yelling,
amazing.
"Tender."
It was literally some kids fucking in a fight yelling at each other, and someone fucking threw a french fry and someone threw something bad. It was like just like in the movies. It was so good. And then people were getting mad, and then someone yelled fucking food fight, and the cafeteria went crazy, and people started throwing their food, like to the point where we had to have like an assembly about it. And like that's how you know shit went bad.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. And like it was fucked up. Anyway, there was like a group of like 12 kids that got pulled aside that had to actually go and like they had the next group of lunch people have to eat outside, and they had to go and like clean the whole cafeteria. But I wasn't one of them, but I definitely participated in the food.
I am bummed out. I have never been a part of a food fight
Yeah.
ever.
I got
I've
like,
never
Yes.
seen somebody get hit by someone else's food in my entire life.
yeah, this
Yes.
I was just saying like it was literally like the old school like an argument that started with a french fry that turned into like the whole cafeteria. It was the best
It bums me out
until
Yeah,
it wasn't. the
I get
best.
that.
because food fights like quicksand, like the Bermuda Triangle, you think those are going to be a bigger part of
And it's
your
not, yeah.
overall life. And
So true.
I was seeing today that was like talking about how big like stop, drop, and roll was for us. Like we thought we were going to be on fire all the time.
yes, and
It's like the Cold
That's
War.
so true.
And it doesn't even matter.
We were underneath our desk. We were underneath our desk fucking half the day.
With
Yeah,
John F.
definitely.
Like
Kennedy
the desk is gonna protect you.
Yeah, 100%.
from nuclear fallout.
Yeah, we
No,
had
no,
that
no, no,
tornado.
I said the Cold War.
We had that tornado warning.
It's the fucking 80s, the fucking Reagan and shit.
You think the Cold War started in the 80s? It started
Mr.
with the
Khrushchev said we will process you. I don't subscribe to that point of view.
It started with the Yalta Conference. I don't
In
know if you guys knew this.
1947.
Well, Yalta fucking fuck off.
That's actually pretty good because we live in Texas.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
Okay, wait. So we had a tornado warning, a bad one, where Amy has a really actually pretty disturbing video, in my opinion, of this fucking swirling cloud above her house.
And what was Katie's reaction to that?
Tell her to get her redneck ass inside and stop videotaping.
Me like that in my butt.
And so the sirens start going. Shit's getting real weird looking outside. Like it's kind of like, okay, this one might actually not be funny. Like this maybe some shit's about to go down. And Everett just goes, "Oh, I know what to do." And he goes into our hallway and just gets on the ground and curls up in a ball in the hallway. And I'm just like, okay, that's super super good.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be great when that door comes fucking plowing into your face.
it's what you're gonna say until he's an orphan because you guys didn't.
Well, then we took
get into a ball.
Well, we went into the bathroom.
Rock and roll.
And we have like the little radio. I grab a little case of water. Like I just whatever. We're fucking doing
Pork
this thing.
and beans.
Yeah, doing this damn thing. And anyway, the fucking radio is going and all the stuff, and the sirens outside, and the wind is getting kind of wacky. And then it all stops because it just like took a real hard turn and fucked up somewhere else pretty bad, I think. And he just goes, "All right." And he just goes, "But that was just a drill, right?" You're like, "Yep."
Yeah,
sure.
Until
was.
it's real, it's always a drill.
It's true. Yeah. You're really weather sensitive, right? You're scared of shit like that?
No.
You're not?
No, he's want to
Yeah, I don't want to
far
drive
away from us.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. So like if you're at your house and the shit's going on, you're not like
No, I'm a
You
suburban.
step outside and look first.
Yeah, I'm a suburban
Okay,
white
so
dad
same,
who's out
right?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
with
all want to look at it before
everybody
we go
else
take
on my
cover.
street going, man, I don't know. It looks like it might be turning north. I mean, I don't.
Same thing. Oh, that's my dad.
No,
He's from Pittsburgh.
it sounds just like
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Yeah, everybody's dad is out there.
I literally said the words outside. I was like, it's looking kind of green yellow out there. Like the second before that started. Like everyone in Texas knows.
Yeah, blue skies at night, sailor's
You
delight.
hear those sirens and you go outside. That's the first thing you do.
Yeah. Or you're like, wait a minute, what day is it? Shit, it's not 2:00 on a Wednesday.
It's not Wednesday at noon.
That's a scary thing for people. So I don't know if it's everywhere like that, but it's here specifically, the first Wednesday of every month, they test the tornado sirens. And it doesn't matter if it's a fucking bright, sunny day, they're going to test them. But I have a client who said that her and her husband moved here from, I don't know where, Northerners,
Oh.
And
wait, hold on. Let's just assign him something.
Okay.
Rochester, New York.
Oh,
Yep.
beautiful
There.
this time of year.
Yep.
Uh-huh. And so it's like warm in the day, but like chilly at night, like a light hoodie.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
just
it's
a
such
track
great-
jacket.
We
The
love
best.
we love fucking hot air balloons and shit. It's fucking great up here.
You know,
Amazing.
everyone thinks New York is just Manhattan,
but it's
I
not.
mean, there's a
no,
whole
it's a
part
whole
of it.
state. It's a whole
Yeah.
state up here.
Whatever area they live in the DFW Metroplex, they have their sirens don't just do sirens, they also have like a voice active.
Yes, ours has that.
So it just goes like, tornado, take shelter, warning, take shelter. And they have no fucking idea. They just moved here. It's just screaming like, tornado, take shelter. And she's like, and me and my whole family were like in our bathroom. And my husband, my children are screaming. And then it just stopped and we didn't know what to do. We looked at the news. We couldn't figure out what the fuck
Yeah, it's
happened. And so
108 degrees and sunny.
so we get on our neighborhood Facebook page and we're like, what the fuck was that? And they're like, oh, that's just Wednesdays. Like,
Yep.
Just another Wednesday.
at some point, a tornado has to happen on the first Wednesday, and we're all going to be very confused.
So Wichita Falls obviously
true.
tornado alley. It would happen all the time. But every time that siren would go up, when we got the voice thing, it was like,
I think I was the only one in there born with a pussy.
and we'd
They
be like,
should change
we'd
it
be
out.
like, oh shit,
Yeah,
fucking take
watch out.
motherfucker.
Oh God!
A guy that was born with a pussy is coming
with
into
a
town.
huge pussy.
I didn't know I was born with a pussy. Take shelter.
All right, now here's the deal. So Trunchbull is gone now. Mrs. Honey got her house back.
Oh dang, we're far.
A country song.
Stella got her groove back
Yeah,
type of
Mrs.
movie.
Honey got that actually does sound like
Mrs.
a
Honey
porn.
got her-
Honey got her house back.
I love my school. It isn't fair. Miss Honey, please don't let them.
Get in the car, Melinda.
Matilda.
Whatever.
I wanted to stay with Miss Honey.
Miss Honey doesn't want you. Why would she want some snotty, disobedient kid?
Because she's a spectacularly wonderful child and I love her.
Adopt me, Miss Honey. You can adopt me.
Look, I don't have time for all these legalities.
1 second, Dad. I have the adoption papers.
What? Hey, where'd you get those?
From a book in the library. I've had them since I was big enough to Xerox.
Are you hearing this, Harry?
All you have to do is sign them.
I'll be an only child again.
Shut up! I can't think with all these sirens. What do you think, Pumpkin?
You're the only daughter I ever had, Matilda. And I never understood you, not one little bit. Who's got a pen?
So the parents are off to Guam to escape,
Yeah.
to escape the authorities.
Right.
Wonder how long it's going to take for them to realize that Guam is a U.S. territory.
Yeah, exactly. It's just that's just America.
I just
Yeah,
feel like,
you know.
I just feel like you ruined Matilda for me because all I can hear is like someone going, "You're the only daughter I ever had," and her mom just died. It's fucking awful, and it's just the most terrible experience of her entire
it is
life. And
fucking
it's just
terrible.
Like,
And then who's got a pen?
Well, the thing is, too, though, is that should I even fuck it? The thing is
he said yes.
Oh fuck, no, that was Hazel.
She
Yeah.
said yes.
The thing is, though, is that you're still gonna, as happy as her life is gonna be, she's still gonna be this kid whose parents didn't want her.
she didn't really seem to get it.
Absolutely.
She didn't want them back.
Now
you never.
But that's what happens when she's angsty teenager. See, here's the thing.
But the thing is that she's had
all of its goddamn roses right now.
But she's been as logical as a fucking adult since she was a little kid.
She's gonna turn. Yeah,
You
that's
obviously
how they
didn't-
get you.
You obviously didn't read the book.
Then they turn 13 and 14 and 15 and 16. And then
17
she's
even.
gonna be like, fuck you, mom. I'm fucking going out with the guy that.
Yeah, well, guess what?
Hey, Bruce is pulling up right now. We're gonna go get us a goddamn chocolate cake.
Well, Miss Honey's a fucking traumatized adult living in a childlike state. She's gonna be out there with another Bruce doing her own thing by the time she's a
Hey,
teenager.
Bruce, dad just pulled up. Let's fucking chocolate cake.
Bruce and his dad.
They're going to be Brucing at the same time.
Bruce and Butch.
Hey, you know what? Bruce and his dad just pulled up. They got a chocolate cake and a 6-pack of Paps.
No, y'all gotta.
Yeah, it's breakfast.
Come on, get.
Because it's eggs and milk.
No, she never made it seem like she was interested in being a part of that family anyway. They suck. She
Yeah.
knew
Yeah.
it. She knew it. And
She mewed it.
Yeah.
I love that.
I see what you did there. It was mute. She mewed it.
When he pulls up at the first, when he goes, we got to beat the speedboat salesman to the airport. You know, it's just so
can't
silly.
get it through his
And then I
head.
just love that too, that she just already has the adult. She's had the adoption papers since she was tall enough to work the
The
Xerox.
Yeah.
And she pulls them out of her mother's bag.
No. Her mom grabbed the bag.
Oh, her backpack?
Yeah, that's from the driveway when she's like, "Come on, get."
Okay, good.
Gotta go. We're going to.
I mean,
Guam.
I just like to think that she has paper stashed in every bag.
Yeah, that is a good one though. Too.
Just in
Like,
case.
Now look behind your ear.
Oh,
There's more papers right
wait a minute.
here.
Is that a wow? Is that
Creepy magician.
Holy shit! I just made 25 cents.
Huh?
That's
I just pulled out adoption papers.
1/4.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this. And so we took Eller and Zoe to this little magic guy in downtown McKinney. It's just this little 4-table little theater, you got to buy food, you got to buy drinks, but it's 4 kids.
Right.
And
so there were only 4 kids there?
There were like 4 tables of people. Ours, 3 others. We're watching this magician. He's actually great for the kids. He's funny. He's self-deprecating.
So here's the thing that I'm wondering. I'm wondering if this is going to hit close to home, because recently the girls and the kids have had this an experience that's very close to this. So go ahead.
Okay. It was awesome. We had a great time. Eller loves him some magic, and we're into it. I'm not fucking kidding you guys. He asked for volunteers. No one wants to do it. So he picks me and another adult dude. And he tosses us a magazine each.
Playboy?
No, just like business journal monthly and architectural digest quarterly.
Early Hungarian cabinet making.
Yes. And he was like, I just want both of you guys to just look through the magazine and just pick out like a big word. Not a small word, doesn't have to be anything specific, but just something that's like bigger than you.
And you were like, this is my moment.
Yeah. And I mean, and I'm not shitting you. I started at the back of it and just flipped through and was like, okay, found my word. He's like, once you find your word, close it, put your magazine on the table. The other guy does the same thing. And he goes, okay, sir. And he's looking at me. And he goes, all right, I'm going to try to guess your word. And he starts going through. He's like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going through the alphabet. And when I get to the letter that your word starts with, I'm going to know it. And I'm like, okay. And like poker face, you know, he's like A, B, C, D, E, F. What? E? Is it E? God damn it. If it wasn't E.
Then you're getting all sweaty. You're like, oh, shit, he
my
knows.
God.
I did, and I feel that way right now.
Get out of
and
my
then he's
head.
like, okay, well, we'll go for the second letter. A, B, C, D. Wait, it was C, wasn't it? This motherfucker guessed economist. And like, I get that you can, like when you're fanning out cards, you can kind of get people to where suggestive picking, that's what magicians do. He guessed my word, economist.
Are you serious?
Out of an entire magazine where
because he guided you there with a picture on the edge of the page that then led you into the middle of the page that guided you to that word.
But I didn't even start. Like I started in the
and you weren't. You weren't ruin that.
I wasn't in.
He knew you were going to start at the end.
The other guy, he just looks at the other guy, goes and says, "What's your word?" And he says, "Oh, you're not gonna." Like the guy, legit goes, "Wait, you're gonna guess?" And he goes, "No, just tell me what your word is." And the guy's like, "Supernatural." And he's like, "Okay, pick up that magazine and turn to the back and pull that envelope out of the back of that magazine and pull the card out of that envelope." And he holds it Supernatural on the fucking card. And I was not in on it. And I guarantee you neither was that guy. And this motherfucker guessed both of our words out of magazines.
That is
it was the
crazy.
fucking craziest thing.
So that's not similar to mine and Amy's experience at all.
He did not guess your word. He guided you to your word.
That's what I mean. But there's a whole magazine
with
filled
magic.
With words.
Here's the thing.
I didn't want to
blow in my mind.
That whole mentalist thing is crazy for me. It's so much because, you know, when
it's all science.
Well, yeah.
What science is it?
Neuroscience.
Psychology.
And psychology.
Is
Chemistry.
it though? Like a whole magazine? Like you
it is. Yes. 100%. There are pictures. They know what pictures are going to catch your brain.
Yeah.
What pictures then
even if you just like opened it a whole bunch, like there's a spot that feels better when you stop and like
even if you're flipping through pages, they know what pages your brain is going to want to stop at.
It was nuts.
That seems
magic. They magically know.
It does. So it's funny, like, you know, making flowers appear and all that shit. Like back in the day, it's like, hey,
that was our magician.
That was more like our experience.
Yeah, you guys had that.
Like sweaty, hunched over birthday party magician with a fucking like, ooh, it's
that
wand, it's flowers.
That mentalist
Yes,
shit, though, is
1000%.
fucking crazy.
Yes.
man.
And that's what my kid was just like, oh my God.
Okay,
Yeah, it was so
I'll
funny.
give you the name of this guy, Sam the Magic Man, in downtown McKinney. Take the kids. You will have a good time. I want y'all to go.
He's just
so
there
that
all
he
the
will just-
time?
Yeah, he just shows like every weekend. And
Where at?
in downtown McKinney.
He
and
shows his
just like
penis on the square.
No. Hold on.
But it's behind a kid's ear.
No, but where does he do this show?
Behind the kid's ear, Jarrett.
in downtown McKinney in a building that's like a theater.
Okay, and there's only 4 tables.
Yeah, very small. You go into this like bar on the first level. You go upstairs. There's a very small little
ear
theater.
What's it cost? Like $5?
No, it's like
A Q-tip.
Oh, okay. So it's a full on
order some food.
That sounds
I
great.
want you guys to go so that he'll pick one of you to do this magazine trick. Don't choose economist if he gives you the thing. I want to see how it goes if he doesn't get it right.
Yeah, I fucking
Yep.
love it.
Okay.
I'm going to choose the word and.
It's like, I told you to pick a long
Yeah,
word.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw a wrench and shit. I'm not gonna pick I'm gonna pick the.
You just pick any word.
Ooh.
And just be like, no, it was in there.
Any word isn't a word though. That's 2 words.
True.
All right. So
It wasn't
let's
just like an entire magazine that was like a cat ran to the
let's
dog.
I'm telling you, I wasn't in on it.
To the Economist.
Eric, thoughts on this movie?
I think this movie is wonderful. I think it meets all the criteria for wonderful children's fairy tale, aggressive antagonist, the magical nature of it. It's good-hearted. It's fun. I think Matilda is one of the best children's movies that's ever been made.
Right.
And I stand by that.
That's
forever.
a bold ass statement right there. That is a bold ass statement.
Matilda up your ass.
Casey?
I 100% agree. This movie is so nostalgic. I think that it's perfectly made. I really, really do. I was a little kid with a huge imagination, and I felt this movie. I really thought I could fucking make things move with my mind. I loved it. I think that it's a perfect kids movie for the 90s. I think our kids, like I said, are soft and maybe can't handle it the same way. But Everett loved it whenever he was a little kid too. And yeah, it's one of my favorites. It's as nostalgic to me as The Sandlot. I would say top 2 children's movies of my entire
that's another good one.
Existence.
Amy?
I love this movie. I think it's amazing. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so it was fun to watch again. And I love it. I love Matilda.
Yeah, I really liked it. To me, is a little bit. It's a smidge dark, and like overly dark. I think sometimes. Like there's murder and shit, and like all of that. As far as a kids movie is concerned, I really, really enjoyed it. I thought that the acting was both great and bad. But yeah, I would definitely say that this is a fucking fantastic motion picture. Danny DeVito done a great job, and I really enjoyed it. I would, for sure, if this was on and Everett was watching it, I would sit down and watch with him. Very much. Yeah, great. Good stuff.
Let's check the email box. Email us at jaredgoestothemovies@gmail.com.
Put in the mailbag and a text. So hit him with a high.
Hello. Eric is funny as shit. Always delivers. Victor Velour. I'll assume that's the text message. Thank you, Victor.
Victor Velour?
Thanks,
That's
Victor.
that's like a fashion designer.
Name, yeah.
Suck it, Victor.
That's really cool.
You guys are funny too. Y'all relax. But I mean, this guy's on the right page. Next up, what up, Jarrett, Eric, Casey, and company? Man, fuck you, Amy and Sean.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
No.
Damn. Hey, Jarrett. Love your podcast and especially your music through the years. I've been spending most of my time listening to your past episodes during my 3rd shift at work. I had a suggestion for a future movie pick. Have you ever had anyone mention the movie Orgasmo. It's a film full of hilarious moments and a rarely known one by the masters of South Park, Matt Stone and Trey Parker. I would love to hear your take on it. Also, a take one of Now You're a Man would be awesome. Anyway, keep up the great work, and I hope that I can donate at some point in the future. Keep on rocking. Your friend and fan, Christopher Jesty from Akron, Ohio. Go Zips.
Awesome, Christopher. Thank you very P.S.
Nope, no P.S.
All right.
I don't.
Thank you, Christopher. Yeah, so Orgasmo is definitely on the radar. We just did basketball. You know, it's like, how deep do you dig with we're 275 movies in. I mean, I think that movie's funny.
I've never heard of it.
No.
Really?
Okay, so that's like South Park before it was South Park, I think. They made a movie.
Is this the one with Ron Jeremy?
Yeah.
And Chris Canyons?
I think it's the one with Amy and Sean.
Right?
Yeah, Amy and Sean star in it.
Yeah. Hey, Jared, Eric, Casey,
and company.
Who the fuck ever else?
Well, it's so it stars Amy and Sean as company.
Apparently,
Amy and Sean are great company.
Yeah,
it's Amy's show.
Come and knock on our door.
Come and knock on our door.
We've been waiting for you.
We've been waiting for you.
Oh, where the kisses are hers and his, three's company too. Come and dance on our floor.
Come and dance on our floor. Take a step that is new.
Take a step that is new. We will love our mothers and in the faces. She's company too.
A little bit of Monica
in my life, a little bit of sucking on my wife, a little
bit of
juice.
Sorry, baby.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know we don't do that. We don't do that. All right, guys. What a fantastic, fun show. What a weird set of circumstances. Amy, I hope you don't have COVID. Sean,
thank you.
I hope you're doing great with our boys from Lions at the Gate. Great band. Cannot wait till all of that shit is out there in the world. Eric, God damn it, man. You're the fucking best.
I love
Casey,
you.
I love you, and I can't wait to go downstairs and
touch your bottom.
Well, yeah, while we watch television or you rub my feet.
Right on.
Feet.
Yeah. Now, Eric, how can people connect with us?
It's a funny thing that you would ask, because right here it says that our website is jarrettgoestothemovies.com. On Facebook, Jarrett Goes to the Movies, or the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page, or get this, both. YouTube, Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies. You can subscribe and turn on notifications on Instagram and Twitter at Jarrett Movies. On Patreon, that is where you can contribute to the little podcast that could. Join the winning team, patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, jarrettgoestothemovies@gmail.com. You can text us or leave us a voicemail. The number is the same either way, 714-451-6029. That's 714-451-6029. Don't forget to join us next week when we discuss the film 500 Days of Summer.
It's going to be great. Going to be great fun. Thanks for sharing. If you want to share the podcast, it's important that you turn on public sharing or something. Like, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how any of that works.
Pubic sharing.
Yep. All right.
It's got to be public.
It's got to be your bowl. Thank you for sharing. Clarissa James, David Kendrick, Joey Bishop, Greg Stevens, Chris Pulse, Barry Ferguson, David Kendrick, Abby Dare for You.
Albie.
Oh,
I'll be there for you.
I'll be there for you. John Marsh, David Biller, Kurt Fletcher, Woody Chambers. Is that one?
I don't know.
David Biller.
I'm still can't get over I'll be there for you.
I'll be there for you. Woody Chambers, Kurt Fletcher, Matthew Jumblies.
Jumblies?
Matthew Jumblies.
This is why it sucks when Sean's gone, because I always go, that's real.
Gage Strickland and Baloo's Bunker. We appreciate you guys sharing the show. Love y'all. Holy crap. What a great time this has been. We'll see y'all next week. Oh, shit. Sorry. See y'all down the road. Thanks, Amy.
I miss you.
Miss you. Bye. Hey, Casey's going out of town, so I'll hang out with you guys.
Tomorrow?
Well, no, she leaves Sunday.
I'm going with Katie.
She leaves.
So I'm just gonna go hang out in the
Can you hear me?
hotel and-
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
Minimal fun.
Okay. We only have sports from 9 until about 1:30 tomorrow. So I'll
Yeah.
see you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Her class on Monday.